take it all? Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? We are the
Whoa! Hello!
Hey.
It's a beautiful day.
It is a warm day here in sunny Montreal, and we have two fans pointed at us.
And now they know.
And now
everything.
I know.
It actually wasn't that bad today. I mean...
Yeah, I
okay.
expected it to be way worse. It hasn't been terrible.
Hello, everyone.
Well, I suppose it's about time. I mean, we're only 24 hours early.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, actually. That's a good... Yeah, and it's
But we just couldn't wait any longer for you guys.
Yeah.
90 degrees Fahrenheit. Excuse me.
Cheeky C's upset. You can't see what's underneath the table, Cheeky C.
We can guarantee
Wow.
this is a
Wow.
pantsless stream.
Wow.
Damn it, it's not a completely pantsless stream.
Why did you check?
Because everyone else is not wearing pants. But you are.
Oh.
I was checking to see
Oh,
if
everyone's
Scott was
wearing
wearing
short
pants.
pants.
Yeah. I think we're all wearing shorts.
We are. Except for one.
I don't look good in shorts.
He had to
okay.
out fancy
I
us
got-
last week.
I got bendy legs.
Yeah. What?
That's what they look like, guys.
Oh. Okay.
Hello, everybody. Hi. Kung Fu Fenris, Krister, Rock Pants, Badmech, Artemis, Cheeky, Crosshair, Aragwen,
Hello.
and Chardon was there too.
And anyone
do
else
a-
who hasn't spoken in the last frame of our chat window.
We could say
hello.
sound off. We should have an
Whoa.
exalted sound off. I don't know what that would look like though.
1, 2, 3,
We totally
4.
could.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, because everyone would everyone would
Yeah,
develop like a little
Cap Daff
two.
is down in Cold
Captain
Land.
Daff.
Hello,
Hey, Captain
Zixtel.
Daff and Zixtel. Do do do.
I'm thinking everybody would have a 2-word name. Like Aragorn would be, she knows 10,000 things, but then other people would just be like,
Captain Daff. TV Draco.
yeah, the cheeks. I don't know. I got
The crosshair.
cheeks. The cheeks.
Cheeky. See? I
Whoa,
think everyone
excuse me.
has 2 names, almost.
Hi.
Recap. Hi. I know it's been so long since we've seen you guys. It's not like we were just somewhere on a creepy island mountain getting possessed by demons.
Oh my god, that sounds awful. We all know why we're really here. No, I'm just kidding.
Acty.
Acta.
Shout out time.
Yeah,
Is it
man.
time?
I think it's shout out.
We received
Shout out
a
time.
wonderful gift in the mail at some point this week. I don't remember when. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Maybe
not
point it
happening.
towards John's camera.
Yeah, okay, no, what's up?
So you're going to screw my focus up.
Sorry.
Ah,
Screw
Nice.
his focus.
Now my
that's fine.
focus is completely boned.
no, it's not.
No, you look
That's-
like you're in perfectly
You
good
look great,
focus.
These
Krister.
were given to us by the fantastic Krister.
We'll
Fantastic,
take some
Mr. Krister.
pictures.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're so small, peripheral, and personal essence
From
tokens.
first edition.
Oh, that is not focused camera. Come on.
Friggin' callbacks right now.
Yeah.
Friggin'
So-
callback.
Friggin'
Oh,
with
the
that-
first edition. I was like,
They even have the felt on the underneath.
yeah.
Felts.
Which, I mean, we're using the glasses, but like,
Miss Kate is taking a photo right now and tweeting it.
I find it also
Krister,
interesting that
Krister,
if we hold them up
Krister.
like this, then they look like they're glowing because of our lights.
There we go. Okay,
little
alright.
bit.
Anyway, a huge thank you because these are awesome and we're very excited to break them in tonight.
yes, we've all committed to spending 45 motes each over the
Oh,
course
God.
of this stream.
Now, Krister also sent something from me because I do not have the need for bead.
Right.
Oh,
Can somebody make it stop?
Turn off that fan.
Yes, I
Just
can.
as an aside.
Yeah.
Let me know, Crosshair.
Go on.
So we are. So we received also a book. Now, Krister sent me a book that one of the first ones that he worked on, a Changeling book, the Book of Lost Houses 2. However, I should point out, Krister, that recently I've been going over my collection. That is one of the few books that I do not have.
How did you know?
So
yeah. He has
The,
a lot.
the impressive thing is, yeah, John
Yeah,
has a lot
Crosshair,
of
is
the Changeling
the,
books.
is the buzz still there? Because we just turned off one of the fans. But if you do still hear it, then it's the other fan, and then we'll try turning that off.
Oh.
And turning that one back on, because that one's quieter.
Yeah.
Okay, are you able to access that fan?
Yeah,
It
for
stopped
sure.
now.
Oh, okay.
Stopped.
So I'll just boil and we'll be alright.
Here.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay,
Okay,
it's
'cause
fine.
I can
We'll
just
deal with it in
aim
the
it
break.
straight at your back.
We'll deal with it in a break.
Okay.
Don't worry about it for now.
I think it's the awesomeness of John's mic that is actually, it's so sensitive.
No.
And so, it's the Brian of
No, I can't
NSYNC.
talk. Sorry.
Backstreet
All right.
Boys. Oh my god. What kind of fangirl am I?
Sorry. And
The sensitive one, Brian of the Backstreet Boys.
Oh.
The fan is, no, the mic is
Brian.
the sensitive, oh my god.
this is stop. So
I'm
these
fine.
three are. You know what? No Backstreet Boys jokes.
This is Kevin, AJ, and Howie.
Why is AJ in the back?
Whoever
AJ
those
is the
people
best.
are.
AJ, okay, fine. Well, then
AJ is the
AJ's
only
that
one whose
one.
name I actually remember. Sorry, guys. I was very anti-boy band.
Oh,
I was too cool.
good idea, Aragorn.
Yeah, we're not actually sure why it took so. It really did not take very long to get here, Krister. But
Well, there's like direct
Yeah,
mail between
I
Sweden
was
and
shocked.
Canada,
Yeah.
being sister countries.
Uh-huh.
Somebody
Made
just
up or
throws
real
it
fact?
really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Hawkeye shoots it.
There's just there's
That's
like
definitely how
the
shooting
new-
an arrow works there.
there we
Yeah.
go, exactly. It's the noontime mail shot put from Sweden,
Yep.
and then like
Shot put.
the the
Well,
6
what's the
p.m.
country
Canada
that we
shot put?
have that like island that we dispute over? Sweden.
it's Denmark.
Oh, is it Denmark?
It's Denmark
Okay.
Yeah.
because it's off the coast of Greenland.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Fight 'em! No, we love Danes here. We love Danes of all
We
kinds.
just, trade schnapps for whiskey every now and then
What-
as
what?
we reclaim it for ourselves.
Yeah. Do we have any other fun news or exciting anything, or should we jump in there?
Fun news or exciting anything.
I say what I mean. And I mean what I say.
Stream is back to its usual time next week, to the best of my knowledge.
Yep.
Which means Sunday,
I mean,
Yeah.
technically,
This
this is
time.
a this
Bonus.
Is a
Bonus week. Yeah.
because we love you.
Which of course means that we will be not continuing the story, but rather playing
Sorry,
something
Crosshair.
totally on the side.
Are you still waiting for Overwatch? The crosshair?
Yeah, and
It sounds
UPS
like I
keeps
hate,
like
like, a
pretending
horrible-
like, oh yeah, it's totally over here and it's on time. It was supposed to be delivered on Friday, but it's still on time
Well,
because it's
Like
tracking
UPS,
like
that's not
a
how that
make believe
works.
package.
Hello, Mistrick.
So they don't actually have package tracking; they have package estimates that they like
Yes.
treat as if it's really your package when it's not.
Should we ask
Oh, there's
if
your-
it's Mistrick or Mistrich once and for all?
Yeah.
We
I go-
were wondering about this.
I always go with
Yeah.
mystery.
Is it that?
And please tell me it's that one.
Mistripe.
It's not. It's
I've
not.
been saying Mistrich, and
Yeah.
John's been saying Mistrick. And maybe we're both wrong. Maybe it's Mystrich.
How many can we say?
My
How
strict-
many different versions
Yeah.
can we say here? Oh, excuse me.
Mistrich.
Just thinking about all the way people
So-
mispronounce people's
Kate.
names. Rich.
Rich.
Mistrich.
Mistrich.
Damn it.
Yeah. What? What?
Yeah,
Liz is
you
right.
corrected yourself, Miss Rich.
Yuck.
Ooh,
No.
Liz.
possible. that
The
you did
theater
correct
show
me
that I'm
once.
working, the one Ben's. No, it's not. Why did it take me so long to figure
It's
that out?
really
no.
not.
No. I'm working at a different theater, and the one that Ben is in is at another theater. But we're very excited to see that show. I think that's going to be
Yeah.
June 18th or something. That we're going to get to check it out.
Yeah.
Everyone who
Very
doesn't live in
excited.
Montreal should
Sure.
come into town for
He's
Ben's.
Birdie in Bye Bye Birdie.
Yeah, it's a community theater group out
exciting.
in the western suburbs.
of Montreal.
Montreal, yeah. Whereas Liz works at one of the two bigger theaters, inner city.
Oh, we're dancing.
I see.
I'm the wrong way. Sorry.
Krister, absolutely. That is precisely what was being planned for tonight's session.
Yikes.
Paris Ray's father. What? Ah.
Perf.
That's Zach's show.
Do we?
Zach's show
Yeah, I
is
know.
free.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's free.
Nice.
So they're obviously selling out because, yeah.
Squid.
Yes.
Very well. Now we do have something for you.
Yeah. Liz,
We
did
do
you
have another recap.
prepare your speech? Yeah, sorry. Recap time.
So let's see what we can do to throw that over to there. As always, I mean, if you guys want to send in your own recaps, you can, but it's pretty hard to compete with this. So here we go.
Last time on ExalTwitch, 3 fates let sleeping Raisdad lie and they run toward Trapsville, population 5. Val talks herself into a duel with Fiddy Dirge, then bravely runs away when he reneges. The Abyssals give chase straight into Jorek, and then they walk off in another direction for some reason. 3 fates and Ray arrive as the fire clears, but 3 fates pieces out. Summerblaze and Ember return. Jorek sort of tells Summer he likes her. The group discuss plans for the future of Nexus before finally going to bed. Ray's dad is tender. Ray makes Ember laugh, then pins him down over answers about surprise wife. Ember rams his meat stick into the fire, then sweeps Ray off her feet. Jorek keeps Summerblaze warm while Val has the noodle dream, starring a pleased Sol Invictus. Ember takes Ray to his foxy cave. Summer makes coffee awkward. We see 3 fates alive, Starlight Dove unknown, and the death of a salesman. How will our heroes honour the unconquered sun? What new malady has befallen Nexus? And has anyone heard from Speaks of Silence? Find out now.
So first we have to give all the bonus points to Captain Daff for the death of a salesman
Yeah.
reference.
I mean, Fiddy
bunch
Dirge.
of theater nerds here. We
Yep.
love that shit.
I like
Fiddy
the
Dirge.
meat stick ramming. Although I guess
Yes,
that was
the meat stick, right?
that already happened. It's good
Oh,
stuff.
boy.
I liked it. You
Just
love
can't
it.
escape it from you guys.
Okay.
I try to make a nice game for you. I come up with names.
Fiddy Dirge.
But see, now we're gonna remember these infinite dirge of something, something, something because of that.
Yeah, we're gonna call him Dirgy.
Yeah, next up on RPG Clinic, how to deal with the fact that your players are sarcastic jerks.
I think that's just
Love
your
them.
friends.
So, have a
Not your
great rest of the
players.
night, guys. Stream canceled. We're going home. Oh, we are home. Get out.
He's closest to the door.
Yeah, get out of here. Fiddy Dirge.
So
What is
thanks.
it?
guys.
9 and the Scream. I can't remember. It's fantastic. All right. Fantastic stuff.
Oh,
any corrections? Or anything? Oh, yep.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to quickly say that there were some technical issues last week, so we have a couple of contingency plans in place in case something happens again. We're pretty sure we figured it out, but just in case something goes wrong, bear with us. Somebody will be on the chat shortly to give you guys an update, and it's probably just going to be us quickly rearranging the setup so that we can get the stream up and running again.
Perfect.
Sweet. Thanks for the follow, person whose name I've now can't read anymore. but-
Kelgar?
Yeah,
Kelgar?
thank you for the follow. With a K. They're not in chat yet.
Possibly not showing up in there.
Yeah.
You all right?
I'm also going to ask if people can
Kelgar.
just throw down a whisper. Kelgar 80. So Kelgar 80, hello.
Hello.
If the sound is off for you guys, if the levels are strange, such as if you can't hear one of us as well, or if the music is too loud or too quiet, then you just have to make sure that you let us know, because we can actually change this. But only if you let us know.
Jay Sear. Haven't seen you around in a long time. It's supposed to be a pun. Didn't work
I
out.
haven't seared you. Or...
Damn it. Oh, it was right in front of my face the whole
Do any
time.
of you
Yeah.
have anything to add to the recap before we start?
The only thing I would add is that Val and I have attuned ourselves to the artifacts that we lifted off that corpse from 2 sessions ago.
I have a cool spear.
I expect to limit break today.
Sweet.
What's your limit break?
No,
Oh,
I'm
God.
at 4. I'm just.
Ah, me too.
I mean, it's entirely possible. Just
Challenge accepted?
yes.
No.
What are you at?
5.
Don't even joke. Whoop.
Hey, Ray, sit. Right there.
Uh-oh. Oh. Whoa. Oops, beautiful dice tray.
Stay.
What is this?
Hello, Spare
Where's
Snail.
Snail?
Spire. Sorry.
Hashtag Yes, washrooms have been
Had?
used.
Yeah. I have nothing else for you, John.
So do you guys want to fill people in on where you are currently? Or rather, I will, because why not?
You are the storyteller.
So, I have allowed these people to recover. So they've spent the past couple of days just recovering in their meds, which means that all the players are starting at full health tracks, full notes, full willpower. This is essentially the start of a new story in terms of the way that Exalted tracks time. But we're starting actually already on the road back into Nexus. You've got your cart set up with your couple of horses. You want to say who you've chosen to have accompany you? How many people are in your party currently, and how many people have you told to stay back home?
We have maxed out our party at 5, and unfortunately, we had to drop 1, and I'm sorry, Ray's dad, but this time it had to be you.
Ray's dad was left in the very capable limbs of Roomba. Wheels?
Body?
Invisible,
Shell.
so we don't know what it looks like anymore. Maybe it transformed.
That's true, we don't know.
Maybe now it's like
Yeah.
a spider.
So, so we're heading into Nexus. The 3 of us, Summer Blaze, and Ember. Last name, not known.
So then y'all have your stuff cut out for you. The 2 dragon-blooded are the ones who are currently sitting up front driving, leaving the 3 of you to figure out what the hell you're going to do. Now that you've decided to be proactive.
We've been told to be proactive by our god.
Well,
I've been
told, but
and
yeah,
I told you guys.
Still good.
It's my job to pass along his message.
Yeah, we're still not entirely sure if she's actually had these visions or if she's just...
Wait.
What?
Oh yeah, you still haven't had your creepy
I have it.
gem thing.
I got my gem.
You have it on you?
Actually, quick question. Yes, yes, I do.
Okay.
It is presumably crush-upable. You put it in liquid. I'm not sure how you
Yeah.
consume it. Okay. I'm just checking. I love it. Okay.
JCR, I was going to make that joke, but I'm glad you picked it up.
What a beautiful day.
So, Jorek.
Mm-hmm.
When we get to Nexus, I want to try to find Kana.
The man whose nose you've broken
Thank you,
twice.
Krister.
Yeah, the guy whose nose I broke twice. 2 times.
You're hoping to make it a 3rd, I suppose.
Yeah,
Third
well,
time's the charm.
not
Third
if
time's
I
the
can
charm.
get this talking thing under control, okay? So you're really good at not making situations worse, and making deals and stuff. So I'm just wondering if you have any pointers to throw my way.
How do I put this? Diplomacy is the tavern where everybody can sit at the table together and everyone can get what they want to eat and drink. That's diplomacy. Everybody's a winner.
Okay. So I...
Also,
Okay, good. Yep.
just something that I've picked up over the last few years. You want to keep the power, but you want to make it seem like you're giving it to them. Offer them something. Hey, wouldn't it be great if I did this for you? You want to entice them with that. Then, reel them in.
Oh, so you're saying don't go right off the bat with, like, give this to me or I'll kick your ass. Start off with, like, hey, this.
So, Ray, for example, that
Okay.
apple.
Yeah.
Could you pass it to me?
Well, what am I gonna get if I do pass it to you?
Exactly. Instead, I could say, ugh, geez, this purse of mine is awful heavy. Maybe you could hold it for me
It's a
and
purse.
pass me that
Yeah.
apple. I've given you something, you're going to give me something in exchange.
Do I get some of the money that's in your
No,
purse?
Ray, it's an example. Offer something,
Okay.
and then reel them in.
Okay. I can do that.
Anything else?
Not for now. I guess we'll see how it goes.
It's going to be great. I assume you have a plan?
That's just like the beginning of one. I figure I would just kind of,
Improvise?
yeah, make
Keep
it up
loose.
as I go.
I like that. Val, you seem... Are you still thinking about your dream?
That and speaks of silence.
Speaks of silence. It's true.
They were screaming in her voice for help. At the time, I dismissed it as some trick. But I'd like to accompany you and see if Xian has been there lately. And if she hasn't, I think I'm going to spend the day trying to find her. Otherwise, I'll continue what I have been doing, spreading the good word.
I think she can be a very powerful ally. She knows a lot of people in the city.
I'm sure she can. I'm sure she's fine.
I hope so.
She seemed like a lady who can take care of herself.
She does.
Alright, well, absolutely. Maybe Xian will be at my, well, the guild offices that I usually work at. That's where I'm headed to. Perhaps we could drop you off first?
Yeah, sure. I mean, Kana's office burnt down, so I'm gonna be just checking some of the nearby taverns, I guess. Hey, diplomacy's in a tavern, so maybe I'll find him there.
It was kind of a...
Lesson 1.
Yeah, metaphor. Alright, sure.
Got this.
So, well, I'll call up to Summer Blaze, who's sort of guiding the horses. We're going to be checking taverns near where that warehouse burned down, and then the guild offices near Blue Sky. Please.
Oh. You remembered the please.
I appreciate you driving. What?
Nothing.
Oh. Ember, did you sleep well?
Yes. Here. And you see that Ember starts crawling out from the back and makes his way into the back of the cart. You could,
I could what? And then I go.
Val.
I go.
Val, I guess
Val's just like, stop.
Is
Even
it possible
Val's
that
not that
Jorek
close.
finds being dense attractive?
It is very possible.
I give my winningest smile.
Oh, God.
Oh, I'm so serious. Yeah, I'll head up to the front.
Oh my god.
Seat freed up in the front, and it's a beautiful day. Thought I'd ride up here with you. I mean, I hope that's all right.
Al sits on the tailgate.
Of course.
Cute.
Of course it's all right. So you're headed simply to... what?
Well, I figured it's time to make a bit of a splash. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna head to the guild offices. And I'm going to put my newfound skills to work, solving some business problems in town. There's always a more effective way of doing things. If you're interested in coming along, I'm not sure if you have anything else to do, but maybe those skills aren't in your wheelhouse, but
I'll see what I can come up with. Mostly I'm just standing around to make sure that you don't get yourself killed. Is that basically correct?
yeah, making sure I can get the drop on my assailants.
Ah, yes, the all-powerful Solar who needs his babysitter.
So what I want to do
Mm-hmm.
really fast is just like sort of spin to her and just sort of like as quickly as I can just like put the sort of like reveal my hidden concealed crossbow
Mm-hmm.
like towards her side.
All right, and so if you botch, you accidentally put an arrow into her skull. She topples over the edge of the cart, gets rolled under the wheels.
Okay.
Okay.
If I botch, is that what you're telling me? I'm not gonna roll.
Botch.
Well, that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to just sort of like show her that I'm, you know,
Like,
I'm- yeah. I'm ready. It was meant to be impressive. I know it. I know it wasn't necessarily.
You're
Tuck that back
allowed to be impressive, just as I'm allowed to keep a straight face. Or is that not allowed?
Hey Val, are straight faces allowed?
Yes?
You're allowed.
What?
It's fine. It's fine.
Kicking legs off the back of the
I think this is going to be a good
carriage.
day.
Cart.
Have you ever heard the expression that you can choose your friends, but that you can't choose your family?
Oh, I've never heard that actually.
What happens when you can't even choose your friends, Jorek?
Guess they become your family.
Oh.
This, like, her lips press to a line, and she just urges the horses into a slightly faster canter.
I'm going to sit next to you.
Hi.
Put my arm around your shoulders. I know she's fine.
I hope so. I think she is. I just want to check to make sure.
I get it.
I can frolic about the city telling tales when I know she's okay.
It was weird that those guys used her voice.
Very. I
She
don't-
doesn't seem like somebody that a lot of people know about.
Exactly. That's why I'm concerned. Unless it was some trick of magic that makes them call in a voice that we know.
Well, that's a scary thought.
I don't know how these things work. It's all new to me. It's all written of as myth. So, what's real and what's an exaggeration is hard to tell.
I hear you.
This isn't the first time that you've had your minds questioned.
I mean, it's the first time that somebody's pretended to be someone close to us.
Mm-hmm.
To put us exactly where they wanted us.
It won't be the last,
No, I can imagine not.
especially if it worked. Which means that he'll try again. If
Yep.
we ever see him again.
Yeah. I've promised to... we probably will. Because I've promised to find Three Fates Shadow someday, and I think she's going to rejoin them.
Rejoin them?
I think. It sounded like what she was doing. She didn't want us being pursued.
She wouldn't do that.
I hope not.
She was so terrified in the manse.
I don't know. It seemed like she was going to rejoin them to protect us. And I
What
knew
did
there
she
was-
say? You were there alone with her.
Yeah, just... she was looking for somewhere to hide. And I convinced her to come with me and get you guys,
What's your current guile?
too.
Yeah. Well,
And so it begins.
burp.
Ember gets the distinct look on his face that he does not believe you. But to his credit, he doesn't say anything.
Summer Blaze.
Yes.
I realize one of the things I maybe we should discuss before we go into Nexus. There's a strong possibility that, well, of course, we have many enemies. Exquisite Tide may still be here,
Mm-hmm.
waiting to get the drop on us.
Mm.
Well, on.
Do you know what I think about Exquisite Tide, Jorek?
No?
I've never faced her in combat before. I have to admit. So I don't have that on you. But I also think that if you decide to make a difference, if you want to make a splash, you have to walk as if she isn't a shadow hanging over you. You have to treat her like the ant she is. Annoying, maybe. But she's not going to be even a blip on your road to completing whatever this goal you have of healing creation is.
Just so that we're clear, I don't think of all dragon-blooded as ants.
No. But are you going to live in fear of her? Or are you going to walk as Jorek and wait for her to come to you?
I know that we can deal with her when the time comes. I'd like to read intentions on Summer Blaze, get a sense if she has an intimacy towards Exquisite Tide.
Ah.
If I may.
Ooh.
Oh, no, we're good.
Wow,
I always
that's
see
a
a
really
couple.
good
I always
roll.
see a couple ones, and I always
Yes,
get really
she
concerned.
has a minor intimacy towards Exquisite Tide,
Right.
resentment.
Makes sense. Thank you. Thank you, storyteller.
I'm right here for you, bud.
You hate me today. Okay. We'll be ready.
I'm sure. You showed me your very impressive crossbow flourish a couple of minutes ago. I'm sure that she'll love seeing that.
Haven't seen you light up a room in a few days. Perhaps you can surprise me today too.
Jorek, I want you to grasp your destiny so that I don't feel like I'm wasting my time. But I don't want to see you killed. Do me that favor.
I promise.
I've no use for a beautiful corpse. And she snaps the reins again, and now the horses are at a gallop.
Jorek sits up a little straighter. I was about to drink this.
Bad news.
I was very close to that.
Whoa.
Premature crossbow flourish.
Oh boy.
The lamest job.
And it still costs a moat, if you know what I mean. Yikes. All right.
What?
I'm so sorry. Alright. Okay. That's all I have to say to Summer Blaze today.
So I'm to accompany you.
Yeah. We're going to see a fighter. Should be 2 fighters. No offense, guys.
You want to deal with that slime.
I am willing to give it a try.
I suppose that's all I can ask.
I think if we're going to stay here, we have to be able to work with the people who have power here. Obviously not everyone. Some people, like the magistrate, you just can't work with them. Right? But Kana controls the Golden Tigers. Or at least he's one of the people who does. And I think that could be really helpful to us.
You know that the Golden Tigers is one of the names given to Solar Exalted, right?
Well, then all the more reason why they should want to help us.
Alright. Just make sure that you keep your guard up. They have every reason to fear you. And that makes them dangerous.
Can do.
Watch your legs.
What?
Yeah, like, did something happen that she should watch her legs, or?
Well, because of Golden Tigers. If they're like an evil villain karate team, they're just gonna sweep the legs.
Oh,
my God.
okay.
Sweep the legs.
Ray's been like looking at her legs. We're all just like,
Put
"They
him in
look
a body
pretty
bag."
great."
Perfect.
That one guy who's just way too excited to be at a karate championship.
Yeah. Kung Fu Fenris wants to know if isn't that the bronze tigers?
Well, Golden Tigers would be Zenith cast.
Ew.
Bear in mind also,
I would like
Ember's
tigers.
not your most reliable source of solar exalted information.
Accurate.
Arcana, if you will.
Hello.
Arcana. I ain't got nothing to say.
Guys, we're gonna kick ass today.
I think so. Or maybe you should try not to kick ass.
I'll kick verbal ass.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, kick ass with your words.
Yeah. Diplomacy.
Not covered card.
Yeah.
It can be, but it's the cover's
It's,
on
no,
the
it's
back.
a beautiful. It's a beautiful day. I turn around and just shout back to. Well, shout back. Do we have a meeting place in case things go awry? Go ahead.
Alright.
How
Sure.
about bacon days?
Sure.
I hope it's still there.
Why wouldn't it be?
Why wouldn't it be, Jorek?
Businesses come and go.
Not bacon days, pork buns.
I'm sorry. I just liked the look on your face.
Sure.
We'll meet there if there's any problems.
Great. Well, we'll also meet there at the end of the day.
Yeah.
By sundown?
For dinner.
Yep.
For dinner. Perfect.
If things go wrong sooner, we will see.
Well, you guys came after me pretty quickly when I was in trouble last time.
Yep. Let's hope it doesn't happen this
Will you-
time. We should try to control ourselves and not draw quite so much attention for the sake of not drawing attention, and also learning how to avoid trouble rather than running full force into it.
But
Which-
confronting challenges head on.
Yes.
if needed.
Yes.
I'm going to break in here for a second because they don't necessarily know what Bacon Day is.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bacon days, pork buns.
Yeah,
It's the
I
name
d-
of the pork bun shop.
They decided it was named Bacon Day's Pork Buns.
Correct.
The reason for this is because the first Exalted game that I ever ran with these
Lord.
two guys, there was a lunar who one of our players, JT actually, Jonathan Silver, who plays Arthur, named her Bacon Day
Well, it was a
because
pig.
there was she appeared as a pig and there was a festival in his village that he decided existed wherein they all enjoyed bacon and it was Bacon Day, so he named the pig Bacon Day. And she was like, so yeah, I'm your long lost lover from like a millennia ago. And he was like, Bacon Day! So that's why that keeps coming
I
up.
forgot about that. That was very silly. I liked it. This is obviously a much more serious establishment where you can get
Absolutely.
very fine
Fine dining.
home-cooked pork buns.
The owner is a little, intense. He really likes Summer Blaze.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Well-
this is great. Reunite them.
Kind of. Well, we'll see. Yeah.
Flashbacks.
So you arrive.
Perfect.
Nexus is much the same city that it was when you left.
Oh, thank God.
Only now it's actually gone a couple of days without something exploding, animals flaring, or armies being mustered.
So it's our fault.
We're
I see how
basically
it
the
is.
Avengers. Let's just.
Stop.
So you're Nexus.
All right. See you guys at dinner.
Is that an exact time, Ray, or?
Sundown.
Yep.
All
The
right.
Great.
beginning of sunset.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, we'll take you.
You know that all three of you have the ability to know exactly what time
Yep.
it is
Boom. Yep.
at any time.
Yep.
Correct. Well, we'll drop you off at the place where the warehouse used to be. Oh, and Ray, if you can find out what happened
I'm on it.
What happened?
to the warehouse.
The fire.
Yeah, what caused it?
was
Yeah.
already
That would be great.
on the list. Mental list.
I was like,
I
wait
can
a
neither
second.
read nor write.
Does Ray say that, or?
That's some manner of it.
All right. So it looks like my players are going to do the thing that you're not supposed to do and split up. Who's going where?
She's
We're
going.
both going. She's going to the warehouse.
I'm going with Ember to the warehouse.
Okay. And
We're going to guild headquarters to look for Cheyenne, and then I'm going to stick around, and Val might not.
all right.
Split the party. Split the party.
Why are you chanting this? It's not usually a good thing. You're gonna die.
Yeah.
Not usually a good thing. You're
Yep.
gonna die.
Chanting, chanting.
I do like a good. No, I got nothing. All right,
You guys are so weird.
you love it.
We'll start with you.
Cool.
Where are you headed?
So going to where the warehouse used to be.
So by now, all of the parts of the warehouse that were scattered around have been cleared away. But oddly enough, they haven't been building a new building here. They've instead been erecting these stone slabs that are meant to look vaguely like a stage.
It's weird. I thought he would be building another arena here. Huh.
It would appear that plans changed.
Yeah. Okay. If I were Kana,
Then I wouldn't be standing next to you.
Yeah, that's right. I think he's probably in a nearby tavern. He's probably continuing to arrange fights, but he's using somebody else's pit for the fights themselves.
Then we need to go to another pit. Where's the closest one in terms of skill level to the pit that you were at?
It's not too far. 20-minute walk. That way.
Lead on.
Great.
So as you walk, it's the children who have been playing in streets recently have still continued to do so. They race around, and there's you do definitely though get the distinct impression that there are people who seem to see you, notice you, recognize you, and then give you a very wide berth.
That's kind of weirding me out a little bit.
Fame isn't something that you intended.
No.
Was it something that you aspired to while you were a pit fighter?
I guess a little bit. I was kind of hoping that if people knew my name, then they might give a shit about me. If that makes any sense.
I believe they are starting to know who you are.
But that still doesn't change the fact that there are all these people that don't get anything. You know, the only reason they know who I am right now is because I'm special.
What's the reason that you know anyone?
I don't know. They just walk into my life.
They're special. If you bother to know somebody's name, it's because it's important for you to know. You're important to know now.
I hope I don't disappoint him.
You will. I don't mean to say that in a prophetic way. Just, you will. As wonderful as you are, I think I would be patronizing to tell you that you're perfect, that you'll succeed at everything you do. The point isn't that at some point you'll disappoint them. The point is that overall, you'll become a legend. It's your failures that'll define your successes, your character, your strength. Once you have that, they'll see that you're not a god, but something better. Something they can relate to. The bridge between divinity and the slums is you.
No pressure.
Why on earth would I give you any pressure? The next arena isn't actually that far away, and when you arrive, this one isn't a warehouse. This one's actually probably one step up from the pits that you would have known in the past. And this one has use as like a training facility, but only for those who have already, proven themselves worthy of fighting at this level.
Okay. I'm gonna go in.
Mm-hmm.
And just look around, see what's inside.
So as you walk up, you see this one guy who's got a long length of chain and he's wrapped it around his hand. Hey, you! Yeah, you're not allowed in here.
I'm looking for Kana.
Kana?
Yeah,
Kana's got no appointments with little shrimps like you today.
I think he does. Would you let him know I'm here?
What's it to me?
Well, you have, an arm. It looks really good in a fight. It would be a shame if something were to break it. Sorry, talking. It would just be a really nice favor to do for me. Ding!
Okay, roll me
Wow.
charisma socialize.
Killing it.
And I'll give you 2 dice for that.
Yeah. Ding. No, I mean,
It was the ding at the end, I think, that
Yeah.
really clinched that stunt.
Well, I mean talking.
I mean, oh shit.
I mean,
Socialize.
Oh, 2. Perfect.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That's
6,
like a-
7, 8.
Wow.
wow.
That's a legendary.
He blushes.
Oh,
Yeah, all right, I'll find him for you. Look, you want to come in? You want to see where the rooms are?
Yeah, thanks.
All right. And he offers his arm, and Ember just looks at it for a second, and you can see that he just bites his lip, but he just stands up a little straighter as if he knows that he doesn't want to blow it.
I'm gonna wink at Ember as I take the other guy's hand. Don't
Ember takes a #half second.
worry. Yeah.
okay.
You're so glad Jorek's missing this.
I would have been like, oh.
How am I doing, boss?
So my name's Gento. I don't really get to fight in the pits yet. Kana says that if I get better at it, then he might let me actually start training with the guys. But so far, I just got the door. I got this chain though, and it wicked hurts if it hits somebody.
I'll bet. Yeah.
But right now, I'm only allowed in the locker rooms to clean them. You want to see?
No, it's okay. Don't worry.
All right.
I'm sure they're very clean.
Okay, let me see if I can find him. He's usually in the offices at this time of day.
Okay, cool.
If you look down that hallway, though, you'll see on the inside of the pit. As you look down, you can see that there's a few people strutting around inside, dancing on the dusty sort of floor as they're sparring. Nobody seems to be taking it too seriously today because it's quite hot, but also because obviously nobody really wants to hurt each other at this stage. There's kind of a camaraderie among pit fighters at this stage. Everybody knows that they're one step above the bottom of the heap, but they also know that they're still nowhere near the top. So, they kind of have this unspoken understanding that you don't really want to destroy someone else's livelihood because you don't want somebody else gunning for you, too. It only takes another 30 seconds of him excitingly pointing out various places of where people, train or heal or change before he gets to the door. So this is the office. Look, I gotta get back to the door because if he sees me not there, then he's gonna think that I'm not doing my job.
I'll tell him.
Oh, but you're in here. Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll tell him you had nothing to do with us getting in here.
Hey. Yeah. That'd work. Hey, listen. You're cool. What's your name?
My name is Ray.
You know, you're a lucky girl. Because I think that you share a name with someone very important with Kana.
Really?
Yeah, he talks about a Ray every once in a while. Usually he's saying some choice words when he's saying that name, but obviously has to be talking about someone else. Can't be talking about you. You're very nice.
Just a weird, what do you call it when there are two things that just kind of happen?
Oh, that's a thingy happen.
Thingy happen, right.
All right. I'll see you later.
Ella and Jorek are both just like, oh my god. I love
And as he walks away, he elbows Ember in the ribs. She's a nice girl. And then keeps walking. So, Ray, what?
I don't know. I was like channeling Jorek in some weird way. I don't.
Do me a favor and watch when you channel Jorek.
Sounds good. Yeah. And I knock
3 times?
3 times.
I've trained you well. I have trained you well.
Oh God. Bull.
Making it to the guild offices close to the Blue Sun is a longer trip. And first I should ask, what are you wearing?
My armor with my big cloak over it.
Okay.
My fancy big cloak.
Same question? Probably got my sort of green, like dark green sort of tunic on with the high collared neck.
And who's carrying the headband, if anybody?
I'm wearing it.
You're wearing it, okay.
Yep.
When you get to the outside of the guild offices, you see that there's somebody who runs over. I thought I'd never see this again. And he starts petting the horse's manes. You were supposed to be gone for a day.
I'm sorry, that's... And I kind of hop down. That's entirely my fault.
Jorek, I'm so sorry. If I knew that they're yours. It's a gift. It's a gift from me to you. The horses and the cart are yours. I should never have presumed.
No, thank you. Thank you so much. They've been wonderful.
And your lady friend?
Yes?
May I help you from the cart? He raises his
If
hand.
you'd be so kind, thank you.
And he whips off his own. He's not wearing a cloak because it's very hot out. But he does have a bag, and he whips off his bag and he throws it off to the side. And he digs in the bag and he pulls out what looks to be like a tablecloth, and he flattens it against the ground.
Oh wow!
And then takes your hand.
How kind of you. I turn to Summer Blaze.
It's so dusty in the summer months here. Fire is really... Well, it's hot. Fire's
I
hot.
suppose that's why they call it fire.
Yes, it's so hot. So hot.
Anyway.
I sort of wrench my head away and like offer my hand to Summer Blaze, who may or may not have gotten down already. I don't know.
She's gotten down already.
Well, I put my hand away then.
Give a fuck.
We're just here to look for someone. I'm just here to go over a few things. You don't mind, do you?
I just take care of horses.
Oh. Well, would you mind taking care of ours?
It'd be my honor. I'll brush them down for you. I'll make sure that they're well fed and watered. And let me see if I can fix the squeaky wheel on your cart. And is there anything else that I can do for Hot? I mean, you.
Well, it has been unseasonably warm. Perhaps... Have you... And I just kind of like reach, like, I grab a water skin from the cart and I just offer it to him.
Yes.
And give him the water skin to have some water.
Yes.
Whatever it is.
Of course, water, yes. I'm going to drink some water, and I will make the horses drink some water. And then I'll make sure that water gets back into these skins.
Fantastic, thank you. And I go towards the door.
Yeah, I start to walk by and then I turn back and I just go, brevity, soul of wit. And I keep going.
And he looks at Summer Blaze and he's like, I'm not very witty. And she says, I know. And then continues walking forward.
Oh! What a fine gentleman. So, Cheyenne. Let's see if she's here. And then, I'm not sure what else you had planned for today, Val, but I'm going to stay here and work, if I can.
I might, we could stick around until we find word of her. I might need use of your contacts if she isn't here and hasn't shown up in the last few days.
I can do what I can.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, we're going to head in and I'm going to head to Cheyenne's desk and see if she's in.
When you arrive at Cheyenne's desk,
Yeah.
there's a distinctly not Cheyenne person standing behind it. This woman looks to be much younger, barely, past the age of, womanhood.
Mm-hmm.
Probably something like 16 years old. She's pushing a pen across a piece of parchment. As you come in and she looks up. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My colleague used to be here. Cheyenne.
Oh yes, this is her desk.
You're standing in for her temporarily.
Oh, we haven't seen her in 3 days.
It's very odd. She's usually so trustworthy.
No, she's on assignment.
Oh,
Yes.
we were hoping...
I'm sorry, who is this?
Oh,
I don't recognize you as a member of the guild.
She's with me. I'm sorry, I don't think we've met. I'm Jorek.
Oh, I know who you are, sir.
Yes.
Everyone knows who you are.
And
Maybe not everyone.
This is Val. And
Pleased to
she's...
meet
Yeah.
And she is...
An associate of mine.
Ah,
Very important to guild business.
And I had some business with Cheyenne, though I suppose it was before she found out about this assignment, or she forgot to mention it to me.
Mm-hmm.
We were to meet today. I guess that's changed.
let me check her itinerary. She ducks her head behind the desk.
Mm-hmm.
She comes back up with a ledger. She slams onto the desk, opens up, and flicks to the right page. I'm afraid that there's nothing here about a Val.
Maybe I have the day wrong. Do you know when she'll be back?
I'm sorry, sir. I know that you say that she's with you, but she's asking about sensitive information.
I understand. We can't be...
Can you be vague? Like, few days, few months?
It's not a function of being precise. You must understand, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna head on
Oh no,
out.
I just need him to authorize
Oh,
you.
okay.
Can you give me a moment?
Sure.
Thank
yep.
you.
I'm gonna step outside.
In Summer Blaze, this is...
As you step outside, just I'll get back to it in a
please.
second. As you step outside, you can see that the stable boy is now frantically brushing down the horses, and Summer Blaze is just watching him do this, and he's trying to start up a conversation with her, which is not working.
Summer Blaze, can I speak to you for a moment?
Of course. Pardon. He's like, yeah, oh yeah. Yes. It's a good day for conversations with other people.
Oh boy.
It's very hot. So hot.
So, Summer Blaze, this is very important for us to talk about privately, I say way too loud. And then when she's closer. So, how's the, weather? I guess being a fire aspect is, not so bad in the season of fire. I'm just trying to get you away from that guy. We don't actually have to talk.
Appreciate it. He doesn't seem to understand.
He means well, clearly, but a little uncomfortable.
He's a bit simple.
So, Shan, hasn't been in, but she's theoretically on assignment. Jorek's gonna arrange some things so that I can gain the rest of that information.
I see. Why is it so important that we find her again?
The Abyssals were using her voice. I want to make sure that she's alright, that they haven't captured or killed her or turned her into one of them.
What's your guile at?
Yes.
Cool.
Summer Blaze, reading intentions. Or, you know, whatever. other
I mean,
stuff.
I'm telling the truth.
Ooh, that was not a great read intentions roll. Oh, I thought that was a
It
1,
beat
not
her
a
too.
7.
Yeah.
That's true, it did.
Do you have any intimacies towards Speaks of Silence?
Yes.
I should. I don't have them written down, but I'm gonna say
You don't have to tell me what it is. She didn't get that much
okay.
in terms of success. Just that you
A
have
minor one.
you have a
Minor positive.
You have a minor intimacy towards Speaks of Silence.
I also have a minor intimacy towards Summer Blaze.
Yeah,
though,
but she's
so
not
that's all
figuring
good.
that out.
Yeah.
She doesn't care how I feel about her.
Okay. Well, hopefully Jorek will succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Stranger things have happened.
Well, this is his area of comfort and experience. I think if he's going to succeed at something, it would be here. Not to say that he hasn't been succeeding. Just this is his specialty.
Hashtag useful. Sure.
Who is she?
You may have heard tell of the Angel of Nexus.
That's the Angel of Nexus?
It's a bit of a euphemism. But yes,
You let me speak like that to the Angel of Nexus.
we all make mistakes.
As soon as the sun reaches its apex, she's going to burn me alive.
There's a lot of misinformation going around about my
And
friend.
how do you have the Angel of Nexus on a leash?
Not on a leash. We're
Are
friends.
you compromised? Blink twice if you're compromised. That makes no sense.
I try not to blink twice, I guess.
She starts to sweat.
Alright. Look, it was Maya, wasn't it? Maya, you need to understand. I'm the opposite of compromised. I have two very powerful friends now. Powerful friends who are going to turn the tide of opinion here in Nexus. And I want the guild to be on the right side of that. You understand?
You're making a power play? In the guild?
I would never say something like that. And I don't like that implication, Maya.
She starts sweating further.
Maya, do you like working here? I like that you work here.
Yeah.
I need to know where Cheyenne is.
Yeah.
If you can tell me. I understand if you can't. But if
I
you
know who
can,
knows.
Who knows? I slide her a piece of paper
Yeah.
and put the quill on it. And I just kind
She
of leave it there.
scratches a name onto it and then just puts the quill back down. May I ask something before you go?
Of course.
Are you an angel?
Can I touch myself? I don't think so.
She spontaneously just like.
I touch my upper body.
We're gonna think about
Hashtag Jorek touches himself.
No! No!
Hashtag useful
You can't
Jorek.
trust me with talking. Why did I choose socialize as a supernal?
It's the best.
Wow, it's too much. Eh?
so happy right now.
So, yeah, no, it's happening. Oh god. All right. No, I don't think so. I'm just trying to make sure the guild has its rightful place here. That's all I want.
It's all there in the paper.
Thank you. You should know I will be back. I have some work to do today.
Good. I don't want Jakey keeping me company all day.
I'm sure we can find him something to do far away from here. You know what? I think I dropped a key in a sewer not too long ago. Yeah, he can maybe go retrieve that for me.
Thank you. He only ever wants to talk about horses. And he smells like horses.
You know, Maya, he seems like a nice kid.
Oh.
Maybe a little obsessed with horses, but he has interests.
If his interests are horses, and talking about horses,
Mm-hmm.
and smelling like horses, Jakey's not... I wouldn't mind if he went and found a key.
It's a deal. And I'll walk back outside. I take the parchment.
Okay.
I just leave it. Whatever. No, I take it. Do I? Is there
When you
no-
get outside, Summer
Yeah.
Blaze is in conversation with Val, while Jakey is like every once in a while glancing over while brushing the horse.
Who is he glancing at?
Both of them.
Fantastic! I love it.
Discriminate.
Oh my god,
Women,
girls.
horses.
Same thing, right?
Wait, what?
Uh,
I'm gonna kind of like tuck the parchment away and walk over to Jakey. Jacob.
And his jaw just drops because you used his full name.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. You're obviously doing something very important.
I'm
They look.
horse water.
Yep. They
Fill.
They look. Beautiful.
Brush.
They-
Water. Fill horse.
Jacob,
Yes.
it's fine. They look beautiful.
They do, don't they?
Do you have someone? Do you have somewhere to? Hey, over here, over here. Do you have somewhere to tether them? I have something very important for you to do. And I kind of like, cast a glance around. Is there anybody nearby? We're good. I kind of lean in. I have a key to a desk upstairs. I need something from that desk, but I dropped the key.
So you can't open the desk.
Exactly. So, towards the other end of Nexus, in the east block,
Yeah.
there was a sewer grate. They were doing maintenance. It was open. I thought I heard something down there.
I will find your key.
Jakey, you have my respect.
Yeah. And he just runs off.
I will tether the horses myself as he runs off. Do I have? Oh yeah, no problem. I'll tether the horses somewhere. Like, is there like an indoor stable?
They're already.
Oh, they're
tethered.
good. They're good to go. Okay.
Yeah.
he's good at that. He's good at one thing.
Wow.
Wow.
Can I walk over to these? No, you're not there.
I'm not there.
Val and Summer Blaze. We took him on as an apprentice.
He seems really good at taking care of horses. He's
Passionate.
fantastic at his job.
Passionate about horses, that one.
Maybe one day if I'm bored, I'll teach him a bit about social interaction. Not that I'm the best, but
Well,
You got him interested in doing something that doesn't involve staring at me. So you all have already done more than maybe I've ever seen you do.
I just hope he doesn't feel too bad when he's unable to find it.
Admittedly, you did once beat me within an inch of my life.
Summer Blaze, you know.
That's water under the bridge, but I think I might be able to finally forgive you.
You know that was my friends.
No,
Jakey's not a good person to be around when you're trying to think about anything.
Well, maybe you can wait inside.
Oh no, he'll be gone for hours. I doubt he'll remember how to get back here.
I suppose the heat doesn't bother you then.
Do I look like any heat would ever bother me?
The parchment in my pocket. There's a name on it.
Yes.
I kind of take that out, and I want to look. I want to look at it before I just go yelling something at Val. Do I recognize this name / address /
It's one of the members of the Council of Nine.
Oh boy. It looks like work is going to have to wait. Val Chan is on assignment. Maya upstairs couldn't tell me where she went, but she gave me the name of someone who can.
Peaceful Hand.
Is he my member of the Council of Nine? Like
No.
the weapons?
Peaceful
guy?
Hand does not sound like
he
weapons.
is a she.
Oh, my mistake. I'm sorry.
A, he's
I
a she, and B,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, I would know
She's
that.
not your... Yeah, you
Okay.
would definitely know that. She is not your...
Okay.
The one that she deals more in luxuries.
Ooh. Perhaps I
Well-
can go see what I can find out.
I mean, if she's been sent on assignment, hopefully that's why she's not been around. If you have business to attend to here, don't let me pull you away from it immediately.
It shouldn't take too long.
Thank you.
But I'll see if I can maybe try to do both today. I'm
Alright.
sure you have many things to do.
Where would you suggest if I don't go back to my usual place? I speak.
To the north of here. I mean, this is no Great Forks. But there is a very important Temple of the Immaculate Order, not too far from here.
That might be a bit...
Decisive?
I don't know whether I want to anger people so much as convince them, persuade them.
Could be a neighborhood to start.
Maybe the neighborhood. Corner, not so close to the temple.
Right.
I don't want to be shouting on the temple steps. That wouldn't be very polite.
Might even seem a little crazy.
That too. I'll start there. Thank you.
The door swings open, and there's a very brawny woman standing who's filling out the entire door frame, and behind it you can see that Kana is sitting, but with his back turned to the door. He looks like he's counting something. Yes?
I'm here to see Kana.
I don't understand. No appointment has been recorded for seeing Kana.
He would see me, I think. Hi, Kana.
You do not see Kana without appointment.
Can I do this?
What are you doing?
I'm spending 2 to a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take.
They don't know what it is.
They
You might wanna
don't.
Explain.
They don't. But if it doesn't work, then I don't need to explain it. Let's see if
that's
it works. If it works, then
I
I'll tell
see.
them what it does.
Wow.
Actually, I do have an appointment.
She takes this, looks at it for a second. There is someone I must punish for not writing down appointment properly.
Oh, is it that nice boy who stands by the door?
Yet he cleans locker room.
Okay.
Look,
So then,
I'll let you inside, but just you, yes? This one, no appointment. He can wait here, yes?
Sure. Yeah.
Look, you, servant, you don't get to go inside. You wait here. I bring wine. You get sloshed while she is with Kana, yes? And
like
Ember
Scar.
just... Oh,
That one's crazy today.
and she steps aside to let you come inside.
Side note, the headband, John told me just before the stream started, is basically like the Doctor Who psychic papers, where you take it off and you hand it to the person where you're trying to gain access, and it is like a ticket or a piece of paper. It has to be something that you would require written authorization.
Make it sound like I ripped it off a show I don't even watch.
No, I'm just using that because that's a really quick way. Like, people will hear that and
Sorry.
they'll. I know you're not copying Doctor Who. It's just a great idea. Anyway, so that's what it does. So that's what I just used, and it worked, which is exciting.
Oh shit. And the door closes.
Oh.
Hi, Kana.
And he drops the bag full of copper that he's been counting, and it spills out onto the floor behind the desk. You can see that his nose definitely looks like it has, like, it goes one way, then another, and then a third way.
You look well.
What are you doing here?
It's been a while since we've seen each other.
Well,
You know,
Been a while.
since I could punch you in the face. I hadn't seen you since the arena burned down and almost killed 300 people.
Including me.
Yeah. Crazy how stuff like that starts.
Are you saying that you burned down that warehouse?
Me and my friend out there, we're the only reason everyone survived.
Exactly.
So no, I didn't burn your fucking arena to the ground. Did you?
Did I what?
Did somebody offer you a lot of money to burn down your own fighting pit?
No. No, I assumed that it was you so that you would look like a hero when you rescued everybody.
Please, don't need that. Can I read intentions to see if he's telling the truth?
Yes, of course you can.
Thank you.
we can try.
His guile's at 3.
Oh. Remind me that's perception socialist. Right. That's 3.
He doesn't seem to have any indication that he's lying.
Okay.
He genuinely believed that you were the one who started the fire.
Look, I can honestly say that I had nothing to do with that fire starting. But when I find who did, they're going to be sorry.
I think you did have something to do with that fire starting, even if you're not the one who set it. I think someone might have been trying to take care of you and was willing to sacrifice the rest of us in return.
And then we're going to find them. But that's neither here nor there. I wanted to talk to you because it must really suck not having your own arena for fights.
I'm fine working here.
Really?
I have a job. Isn't that enough?
I mean, you always struck me as someone who really liked to take some of the credit for some of those great fights. Like when I first started, nobody thought I could win. Everyone bet against me. So guess who walked away with the biggest cut? You.
Ray.
Yes.
Let me see if I can understand what's happening here. The only surprise that I had under my sleeve grew up to be a giant pain in my nose.
Sorry.
And now you've come back here.
Yep.
If you're here to finish the job, you can just take what you want and go.
I'm not here to hit you. And I'm not here to rob you.
You'll forgive me if I don't believe you.
Believe me or not, I don't really care. I have a business proposition for you.
Business?
And if you don't take it, there are plenty of other pit managers with pits who I could go to. I miss fighting. I miss it.
And he shrinks back against the wall again.
I miss fighting fighters.
So what? You want to come in here and just destroy everybody in this arena?
What I'm offering...
You could take on every single person here at once, and I'm certain they wouldn't even put a dent into you.
But wouldn't they want the chance to try? To sign up to fight a solar exalted.
So you're just being open about that now.
Yeah.
That's curious. Why stew it here? Why not take you to the top?
We have a history.
Sit down. And he kicks one of the chairs out from the desk. And you might as well call your friend in here too.
Thank you. Ember?
Ember comes into the room. You're not going to play well here, Ray. People are going to come and they're going to be thrilled when you destroy them, but it's not going to get any further than this. People have already started talking about you, and people are starting to think that maybe you're not just a story.
That's good.
I can do you better.
How?
I take you to the center ring.
And who would I fight at the center ring?
Anyone. There are dragon-blooded who decide to fight in these pits. They don't fight down here. You get to the second, then the first, then maybe the center ring, but I think I might be able to get you all the way there. You see, we've had people around looking for the next big thing. They're trying to organize a big event. And the pieces are starting to fall into place, and I imagine they're trying to find anybody who has a chance of beating you. So let me take you there.
What about winnings?
If winnings are what you're after, then the center ring is going to blow your fucking mind.
All right. What if, to get some interest going, we had 1 or 2 fights at a lower level pit? I want to bring people into those lower levels, and I want to make them better. This place is pretty sweet. It has a training area.
Yeah, it's better than our old warehouse, I admit that.
Yeah. I want money to start coming into these lower level pits. I want all these low level pits to have training areas and have a place where fighters who are hurt can get healing after a fight. You never had that. I had to drag my ass home, sew up my arm myself.
Yeah. Boo-hoo. Okay. So you want to make this place big?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Just loyalty to your fellow pit fighters?
Oh. Say I fight 1 match down here. 4 challengers. Anybody you can find.
We can't start with 4 people on you. It has to be one-on-one.
Okay. 4 matches. 5 matches. First 4 are challengers that you find.
I take 15% of all your winnings.
You can take all of it. Fifth match. I'll fight him.
Who are you pointing to?
Ember.
Connor.
Remember how amazing that fight was? And I was holding back. I don't know about this guy, but...
He remains stoically passive.
Perfect.
No, I'm gonna take 15%.
50.
15, but I'm not
50.
done.
And I want
15% from me. I'm gonna take an additional 15% in order to pay the other members of the Golden Tigers. It's your entourage. The rest of the winnings you can either keep or you can give to the pits as you see fit, but that's up to you. But I'm not taking any more than that. I don't need people coming after me when you destroy everyone else.
You don't want a little bit extra to build your own arena?
I think 15% of your interest is going to
It
make
is
me
pretty
an
good.
extremely rich man. Because this 15% starts now and ends when you finish at the center circle. And he reaches his hand across the table.
I'm gonna look at Ember quickly. I realize I just signed him up for a fight.
Look at that.
Win their hearts. And when his hand grips yours, like it's a good solid handshake, but it's shaking just a little bit. And I think we'll take a break.
Yes. So, I caught a couple mentions in the chat of like SummerSlam 2K16 Center Circle Slam.
But Summer Blaze isn't fighting.
Oh damn it!
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna beat Ember, and then he'll tag out, and Summer Blaze will tag in and be boss.
Fuck.
We'll sell you the whole seat.
I'm going to be right back.
Yeah.
I want the chat. I want you to tell them what you think the second half is going to entail
Ooh.
right after this.
Right after this.
Yeah.
Can I say I'm I mean, well, not to now that John's gone. No, it's just I'm enjoying a session that isn't quite so like watch your back or we'll stab you in it, you know. There's
I know, and it's still
danger
it's
and
a
awesomeness.
really interesting session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have nothing more to say. I'm enjoying so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, what do you Captain Dav. Nice.
But
yeah.
that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Because what did I commit to? I committed to fighting. He gets 15%.
Plus 15%.
Plus another 15% for the Golden Tigers to be my entourage.
Yeah. And which basically he's gonna, I assume he's going to push for, like, Kana's gonna push for you to have your match, and then have a match somewhere better, and then have a match somewhere better, and then you get to the center stage, center circle. Yeah. So, folks, wow. Oh, Chardon, I love it. Great. Hey, look, if every session is better than the one before it, I'm super pleased. Well, yeah, so, chat, what do you guys think the second half is going to be about? Ooh.
I was just answering a
Maya's a
question that I saw.
child.
Did someone tweet?
Someone was asking how we exalted, and someone was like, I think they exalted when they found their previous corpses. I'm like, well, that's not exactly what happened. I think we summarized it on our website, and if we haven't, then we definitely need to update that.
We did have a very long, like, before we started streaming thing.
Exactly.
So, ExalTwitch.com, folks, for those of you who maybe haven't...
My link, I threw the link in there.
Oh, thanks, Zen.
Yeah, I typed it in. Zen.
That's important.
Yeah. Val gets challenged verbally while she's proselytizing. Well, that's exactly it. I was looking at my now 4 presence charms. Yeah.
Boom! Presence charms.
And so I've got one that's sort of general. It just makes me a total badass. Harmonious presence meditation. Basically, it gives me 3 bonus dice to all forms of social influence. Really amazing.
That's fantastic.
Also, the cost of social influence charms are reduced by 1 mode. Oh my god, I forgot about that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, well, especially because social
then
charms
my
are
other
like
3.
3 to 5 or whatever.
Yeah. And then the other 3 are more directed at one specific target. So if someone stands up from the crowd and starts challenging me, it's just gonna be like bam, 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 all of my personal modes gone, but like...
Damn.
Gonna talk the fuck out of them.
God.
Yeah. I'm gonna...
No, I'm
make
good.
some
Thank you,
more
though. You know, yeah, Kate, what are you drinking?
Sangria.
Yeah.
I mean, they had poured me like half a glass of wine. It was too much, so I was like, I filled it way up, chugged a bit, filled it some more so that I could mix it properly. But
Perfect.
hashtag Ray
Ray
buys
buys
wine.
wine.
Ray buys wine.
Mr. Badmac, I caught the DMs. To all those who have participated in tweeting amazing gifts at us, we love it. Keep it up.
Yeah, we do love a good gif.
Hey,
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Ripley.
Oh, it's Ripper. She's
She's fine.
tough. She's a toughie.
I think she got stepped on. Oh.
Stepped on the fluffy bits of her tail.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
that's
Not
fine. You know how many
the
times I've stepped on her
center
tail?
part.
A lot.
Krister, Liz.
Krister.
We'll have to look at that.
Oh, nothing on Ray's exaltation.
We're gonna have to look at that.
If I recall correctly, Ray went into a tavern near her home, and there was a cat, and then she like heard shouting or something, or detected that there was something going on in one of the upper floors because it's also an inn.
Did you say her house? No.
A
Yeah, it was
tavern.
the inn. Yeah, right,
sorry,
right,
did
right.
I say?
No, where you
Um,
fought. Yeah.
Went upstairs, and then there was one of those corpses, one of the circle members.
One of our previous selves. essentially.
Dead. And so she was there, and then all of a sudden guards showed up out of nowhere,
And she beat the shit out
and
of
she
them.
exalted. I think she only killed one. Well, she like threw them out the window, basically.
Yeah,
As she
we
exalted, one of
summarized
them
that.
got blown backwards.
So I should point out right now to the chat, if you're sending me whispers, I'm going to answer your whispers in the main chat because the way that we have my screen set up in front of me, I can't actually respond to whispers easily. I see them, I just can't respond. So I'll respond them in the chat, but thank you so much right now, guys, who've been sending me whispers about things like sound levels. Very helpful for us. Really appreciate it. Incidentally, this is the name of the headband, Silken Infinite Entry, which Ray was using earlier.
That was cool. I'm glad I got to use that.
Yeah, I'm really happy.
It's a filthy artifact name.
Is that filthy or fliffy?
Filthy.
Why is that filthy?
Well, infinite entry. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, God.
I don't know, man. That's a
You know-
great name for a bra.
You know, sometimes I say things and it's not because I necessarily am trying to... That's good.
Sorry, just checking mic intersection.
Thanks, Crosshair. I wanted it. I wanted that conversation with Kana to go well, but to also be still like true to the character.
I'm waiting for Scott to be
I wanted her to win one in a social situation. That doesn't happen very often.
Shaken Jakey, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, the interaction between Clement and Jakey would be hilarious.
Yes, bonus
I like what
content.
you did with this shirt. I know I saw when you first did
Thank
it.
you.
I don't know. I'm admiring what you did with the sides. I
Thanks.
guess.
Well, it's because
Yeah.
I cut them really, really low.
Yeah.
And then I cut them all the way down, and then
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like that. And so then I tied them.
Yeah.
And then I cut them
Ember
down.
has all-encompassing double entendre and everything.
I love it.
Accidentally filthy.
Double entendre?
Mm.
Got to get that.
Well, Alinian was saying we put the porn in role playing.
Do we?
Apparently,
How do we put the... I don't recall having any cyber...
John's like challenge accepted.
No, that challenge
dear.
is not necessarily accepted.
What did I miss?
I'm not pornographic.
I'm not pornography.
Not yet. Let's see. How far can I get right to the edge?
No.
There. And if I...
No.
No, but like if you if you go right to the edge, right? Return. Well, that was your tongue, you jerk.
Well, that was too much.
Fade
to
to
black.
black.
GDC's just like, no.
What's the take on Jorek?
Oh. Yeah, we sure did the crosshair. Allow me, Elizabeth. You'll love this.
I would love to see this.
I'm with it. I'm hip. But also the Deadpool one. There's so many.
Touch myself. Jorek, what? Oh my
That's
god,
not-
Jorek, I love it.
Son of a beep.
Have any of the guest lines made it out?
Not yet.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, John, are you enjoying our interactions?
Yeah, it's very different from how most of our sessions go, but I think it's pretty cool.
Oh shoot, I should be
We'll
ready.
see how it goes in the second half.
Oh boy.
Ow. Don't kick the chair leg with your little toe.
I'm
Pro
gonna start
tip,
Liz
guys.
Ray.
Life
Come on.
pro tips.
This is at 14. I'm just taking very general notes.
Who's Eskimo kissing who? That's all I say.
No, Kung Fu Fenris, he doesn't. Definitely not.
Oh, they're gonna do it again. Oh, except John
Oh.
went into Scott's screen.
Did we like it? Was
The
it nice?
illusion is shattered.
Oh my
Everyone asked
goodness.
us to Eskimo kiss, so we
Ew,
did.
Alunian.
Jorek
You'd be
is dating
surprised
enough
what we'll do
girlfriends, you'll
for-
need to open a brothel. Well, he's basically Littlefinger, and Littlefinger had the brothel,
Yeah.
so...
Actually,
Hashtags was? No, not
Fun
really.
fact.
That is not
I was
canon.
joking with Liz was asking pre-stream or yesterday.
Uh-huh.
So what's Jorek gonna do in Nexus? And I was like, go to a brothel. I'm gonna drop you guys off and go to that. That's all I'm gonna do. It's fantastic.
Krister, in case your message didn't display properly, Krister said with his donation, "Keep up the amazing work. May the unconquered sun guide you on your path to glorious reclamation of creation."
And it will.
Yes!
assume.
Yes!
Yes.
And with
Yes.
that,
Oh, okay.
Jorek's Jezebels. Oh, man.
I mean, I love it, but I don't want to exploit anyone.
Oh, if the PCs could have a second supernal ability, what would it be?
Save it for
Fancy
hashtag
Corner.
Fancy Corner.
man.
Yeah, repeat that question at Fancy Corner, please.
I'm just gonna have all three of you write it down and then show it, and it's all gonna be Ride.
Yeah. No.
I love it.
I think we have to reduce the font size, so we'll look into that between sessions.
Reduce the font size of what?
Notifications of donations so that whatever text they give will appear if we have that enabled. We'll figure it out. We'll look into it. Thank you.
Yeah. So for
Donate on message settings is what you would want, just in case.
Yeah.
Joe message. Oh, yeah, good.
Great.
Good.
Yeah, that should be good.
Yes.
Thank you. That was super fast.
We'll see if we fix that or not.
Hashtag super fast. Super fast, super fast.
the agreement?
Oh, boy.
Oh,
15%
Until
for Kana and 15%
center
to
circle.
pay the Golden Tigers to be my entourage.
I love it.
so plus
I'm excited.
4 fights and versus Ember. Awesome. I know what that means. Here we go. Exalted things.
Where are the two of you headed?
Was that us?
Yeah.
I am actually going to stick around at the guild. I have some work to attend to. I'm sure where Val's headed.
You're probably safe here.
Well, Summer Blaze can stay
Alright, then I'll
if
go.
she'd like to.
Bye. She just starts walking away
Well.
before there's time to change their minds.
Wait, Summer Blaze is supposed to stay with who?
Apparently, he said he's keeping her, so Val is walking off
And so then where is Val walking to?
north of Blue Sky to go to until she gets to a neighborhood that seems a little poor. She's working. The neighborhood he implied was near a big temple of the
Immaculate Order.
Immaculate Order. Thank you. I was like resplendent. No.
Something? Adjective?
Yeah, adjective, noun. Oh, that's everything in Exalted. So she... Yeah, so Val's gonna find a place, again, like a market square or something like that, where there would be people maybe stopped or passing by. Just start talking, telling stories, and I'm gonna use my Harmonious Presence meditation to make myself better at things.
Specifically? I love it.
And in so doing, she's specifically focusing on tales of good that the Solars have done. in history and the Angel of Nexus and other such rumors that have been going around. And so she's attempting an instill action using her intimacy of solars are great beings, not anathema.
Solars are great beings, not anathema.
Yeah, great
Alright.
as in positive
Well,
great,
then I'll
not
give you
just
2 extra
powerful.
dice for whatever roll you're about to make.
Yeah.
You can choose to, of course, use other terms as you see fit.
My other ones seem more focused on individuals, so unless there seems to be one really important person in the crowd,
You're in slums. There
yeah.
are a lot of important
yeah,
people here.
exactly.
Burn.
How dare you, sir?
Well, you're not.
That's
He's not
this
wrong.
page. It's
Meanwhile, what are you doing while you're figuring that out? I will come back to you.
Yeah. So essentially, I'd like to take what I assume might be a bit of an extended action. I'd like to try to get a sense of the guild's overall standing in Nexus, economically speaking. Like, obviously they have a large reach, but what I'm hoping to do is gain sort of an overall perspective on the business in Nexus, the various industries that they have, a hand in, i.e. everything. And see if I can pinpoint any areas where there are outstanding issues, by which I mean, perhaps there are certain luxuries that aren't able to be imported because of a blockade or because of a trade deal or something. I'm kind of hoping to get an overall picture of Nexus.
So that's going to be a perception bureaucracy
I
roll.
love it.
You can choose to augment it if you so choose. Is
sure will.
there anyone specifically you're trying to talk to? Or?
Well, I mean, I'm going to gather sort of like notes and papers, which is why it might be a large roll. But I don't think there'd be anyone at the offices who would have a handle on that. I might go see Peaceful Hand. Did I get that
Okay.
right? Later, like she's not
Peaceful
there.
Hand,
right?
yeah.
She's not right there right now.
So I'll let you have your 2
Can do
dice.
that
Go
right
ahead and
there.
roll
Thanks,
that.
dude.
Kate?
so it was performance, presence, charisma.
Yeah.
Is that good? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes. That was the leaner, but it's between 2 fails, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, 8 successes.
Oh wow. Oh no.
Guys, that may be a spam person.
I fully believe that it probably may be. Let's see.
Just maybe one person click, because unfortunately sometimes people post some pretty terrible things in Twitch.
Hmm.
So just beware.
Yeah. What else do I want to do here? Nothing until I get that sense, I guess.
So, as you start weaving your stories, now you weren't headed towards where the stage is.
No,
so
no.
It's not completed yet.
I haven't heard about it yet. She saw it, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So as you start weaving the story around, it's a familiar sight at this point. You start, and people start sort of slowly filtering in, but there's something else this time. It appears that you're gathering a crowd faster than you normally would have.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No.
Okay, so sorry, 1 second, folks.
Boom.
We're just gonna.
Wait,
We're just
That
doing the business of the unconquered sun. Can I say that?
Just gonna take care of this chat for a second. There we go.
Bye bye.
So I'm gathering a crowd quicker than usual.
I hope nobody actually opened that. If you did, please make sure that you recognize
Read
that
it.
that may be a malicious file.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, sorry about that, guys. People are starting to gather faster, but this isn't like, it's not like there's like a huge crush of people who are arriving. But people are just sitting and listening. They're not petitioning you. They're not begging. They seem at this point now just to be listening. Okay, sorry folks, just gotta make sure that that's taken care of. Special thanks, of course, to Irwin, she who knows 10,000 things, for helping us to moderate these, but we're just gonna leave it alone. Anyway, so as the crowd just continues to listen, are you planning on going for any length of time, or are you just going as long as people are listening to you?
I don't know. Whatever feels appropriate to the sentiment of the crowd. I feel like if I get a sense that I've convinced them, I may sort of wrap up my story and move on, and then go to, a few dozen blocks in another direction and repeat the same story. Trying to improve based on what seemed to get best reactions and things like that.
So as you continue to tell your story, can I ask you to roll perception awareness?
Things that Val is bad at.
Perfect. We can't be great at everything.
Ooh,
That's
3 successes on 3 dice.
pretty good.
And a fail. But
Leaning against the wall in an alleyway, just off, definitely still within your sight, you can see a dark-skinned man with his green hair just listening and nodding.
do I recognize him? Is it Entropy?
It's Entropy!
Okay.
I can tell by his theme music.
Damn it, Ray. That's not how.
That's okay.
Oh, you're like meta. I
Yeah.
understand.
Because, I mean, I have encountered
Deadpool
him,
with
so... Okay.
He still has his artifact fire wand hanging at his belt.
I'm going to supplement my current instill action using my listener swaying argument. Like, you know, you look around the crowd while you're talking. I'm going to spend a few moments talking to him. Trying to focus on, like, you can be friends with the Solars, they can do good, that sort of subject matter.
Can be friends.
So it gives me one automatic success. Oh, that cost me 1 less because my other charm. Yes.
Yeah.
Woo!
That is 5. That should be 4 now.
So, I'll
Yep.
have you make your roll.
Directly towards him, or in a fresh roll for everyone. It
No,
doesn't
this
really
is-
matter.
You're specifically rolling towards him at this
Okay.
point. Individuals who are part of the crowd.
Yeah.
Um,
Do I still have the 2 bonus dice from before?
Yep.
Great.
Well, you don't have it from before. You got it again because you
Okay.
described what you were doing.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. 3 bonus dice. And if he has any... If his resolve is boosted by any means, I get bonus dice.
No, it's not.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 successes. Thanks
Okay.
to 3 zeros. 8 successes because of my automatic success.
Wow.
8.
Well, before it was okay, and now it's fantastic. Actually.
Yeah.
So he stands there and he just continues to listen as you're telling your story.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be up to you as to what's happening because he's not going to try to interfere.
Well,
So you can
yeah.
either just keep talking until somebody else tries to interfere, or you can choose to end it after a certain period of time.
I'm gonna wrap it up after, when I'm gonna draw my story to a close. And thank people for their time. And wish them a good day. And sort of try to withdraw myself from the crowd towards where he's standing.
Did anyone ever tell you that honey is what pours from your lips?
I've gotten much better at it in the last few weeks, so no. But thank you. If you're implying that that's the case.
Now let me ask you a question. And of course, you're under no obligation to answer anything I ask, but if it means that I get to listen to your voice spill from your lips every once in a while, I'm just gonna keep asking. Why are you standing in the middle of nowhere, calling attention to yourself, when you know that there's at least one absolutely crazy person
I
who's
can't-
wishing that you were about 6 feet underneath the ground right now?
I can't hide forever. I've been chosen to do good things for the world. I can't do that hiding in the shadows.
See, now it's interesting to me that you call yourself chosen.
And that's how it works with my kind.
Our kind. You gotta understand that you're not the only one who somebody plucks out of obscurity and decides that you can be special.
I know some are done by bloodlines. I don't quite know how each type is chosen.
I told you,
You're chosen.
I'm the chosen of discord,
That's true.
of
My
disorder.
apologies.
So let me ask you then, are you trying to create disorder here in Nexus?
To some extent, yes.
Or are you trying to create a new order?
Somewhere in between. I'm certainly trying to shake up the current order and bring it closer.
Closer to what?
I suppose I've left the exact planning to Jorek. It seems a little more up his area of expertise when it
I
comes
see.
to social structures. I just think that there are changes to be made. But there will certainly be disorder.
Now it's a big city.
It is.
But you realize that with every single drop of honey that you're pouring out into these streets, people are going to know more about you.
That's true.
And they're going to follow you. And not everybody who follows is looking out for your back. Some of them are painting a target on it.
I know. But I can't hide, and this is my gift.
Gift. And here I thought you were just naturally beautiful. You want to come with me for a bit? I think I've got something you might be interested to see.
You're kind enough not to kill my friends, so I'm going to trust you.
I told you.
Follow you as long as you don't put me at the wrong business end of Betty.
Business end. Betty's all business. Unless she's with me. And then it's all pleasure.
I hope you understand my meaning.
I understand. But you and I shared a moment. We made choices together. You, me, the Spitfire, the businessman. We made choices,
We did?
which makes you special. Which means that I can show you something that you might be very interested in seeing.
I'd love to see it.
Absolutely. He's not Gambit, Linian. Not quite. That's a different kind of accent. Linian, are you saying that there's only one kind of accent that I can use for a character?
Yes, Canadian.
I see. So I got something to show you, eh?
Oh, what's that all about?
Oh, it's super interesting.
Oh, oh
Sorry
yeah.
I couldn't show you earlier.
Oh, that's all right.
Why don't we take a kip down to the depth and we can get you a 2-4?
Oh, man,
Talk
get
about
some
all
poutine on our way home.
Help!
Sounds fantastic.
Somebody help me!
I mean, just swell.
Oh, yikes.
Take off, eh?
Take off to
The great white north. I was just thinking about that. featuring Getty Lee.
Neil Peart stands alone.
Okay.
Yeah,
we've been
no.
derailed.
We love you too. We love you guys.
Oh God, why?
Beauty, eh?
Beauty. So
So he starts
I love it.
walking down the alleyway that he came from. So it's away from the main area that you were. You can choose to follow or not. I mean.
Hey, yeah, I'm following.
All right.
you're trusting that he won't put you at the business end of Betty.
Mm-hmm. And if he does, then I'll put him at the business end of my long thing.
It has a name.
Yeah, I
Does
know.
now.
It's not on this page. I have
Called
to flip.
Fangy until
not
otherwise.
called
Nope,
Fangy.
nope, nope,
It's not
nope,
called
nope,
Fangy.
nope, nope, nope. It's on this page. It's called Highest Will.
Ooh. I like it.
I should write that down here. Ooh, I love this music.
Business people music.
Stop.
It's blue sky.
All right, Jorek, man with the plan.
Your bureaucracy roll.
It was 5 successes. I was expecting
All
more,
right.
to be honest. But
Nexus is currently sitting at an economic high. Trade is coming in and out of the city in large numbers, larger than they have been before, and part of this is because the realm is starting to spread their influence thin, which means that merchants are a little more excited to do business and a little more excited to do business in things that the realm may not be so thrilled with. However, this does mean that there are more bandits out, which means that there's been more hiring of protection for these sorts of things. So it's sort of like an arms race, and everything has started to accelerate to a point where you can't do business unless you have a certain... And that's a cat.
I was trying to get her, but now she's out of my arm's reach. Oh, down she goes.
There we go. Everything's
God.
going fine? Yes? Okay. Great.
Can we go back to OBS just to see in case the webcam gets bumped?
Yes.
Thank y'all.
That's beautiful. We're beautiful. Sorry. Okay. Arms race.
So yeah, it's turned into a little bit of an arms race around this area, and of course, war is good for business. Peace is also good for business, as it were.
All right then.
Let's see if the chat picks up on that. But there's also the call for weapons is starting to increase. So your area, but also the call for luxuries. Areas which are experiencing a little bit of difficulty, however, are basic building supplies. People seem to be not looking to expand things like their fleets, their buildings, their ships, or whatever. They're waiting to see what's exactly going to happen. The South is experiencing a little bit of difficulty because they're finding it that people aren't calling upon their exports as much because people are more likely to trade amongst themselves for luxuries currently. So you're looking at a lot of places from the Blessed Isle in the east, and the South is suffering as a result. At least here in Nexus. And finally, it's worth noting that your particular stake is doing quite well, even in your distraction. I won't say your absence. But people are relatively pleased with how things are going.
Okay, so that's good. This is all very good news. I think it's time for the guild to take... I mean, obviously, don't block trade, right? It's a term. Anyway.
Disrupt trade.
Yeah, but I think it's time for the guild to take a bit more of an active, interest in the prosperity of Nexus. So what I would like to try to do is... Oh boy. I can't make unilateral decrees, obviously, but I'd like to try to convince a few merchants to take a bit of a risk and import... I assume when you say the South, you mean the South of Creation. Because they're a very mineral-rich kind of area, I would assume they have a certain kind of stone that would be unique to the south.
Where they deal in a lot of gems.
Gems, yeah, exactly.
Because they have a city called?
Gem!
Chiaroscuro.
Oh. Oh, yeah. What I'd like to do is try to persuade a few merchants to...
Does I get this cat hair out of my eye?
No, of course. One of the problems of here.
Having a cat.
I'd like to persuade a few of the merchants to take a bit of a risk and import building materials from Gem in order to erect defenses in Nexus. Again, no standing armies are allowed, but perhaps we can bolster our defense in this time of possible strife and prosperity. Why not be ready, just in case something happens? So presumably I can't do that all myself, but I can speak to other contacts I have in the
Yeah, you
guild.
can start disseminating that through.
I'd like to speed the wheels on that process, John, if I may.
Oh!
Getting some bureaucracy terms over here.
Big fan, huge fan of the
Spin
bureaucracy
some
term,
modes.
if I may. Which will...
I could have used peripheral. Oh, to like.
Jorek, what's that glowing coming from your office? Nothing? Don't come in here.
Burning the midnight oil.
I'm touching myself.
Okay, gotta go. On my face, yeah, exactly. Wait. And yeah, I may also at some point sort of want to take a look into what Nexus's defense strategy is. Again, there's no like ruling body or anything, but
Nexus' defense strategy is very simple. If somebody decides to come in and mess stuff up in Nexus, every merchant has the right to attempt to defend Nexus. And if they don't,
well, yeah.
there's no standing armies.
Right.
It's just a
That's the
gathering
whole
of individual mercenaries who would be willing to work temporarily.
Okay. So I'm going to keep that in mind as we kind of move forward. I might propose something to the council at some point. But essentially, yeah, so I'd like to speed the wheels on that so that the magnitude of that task is reduced by 2. So whatever it is, weeks, days, minutes.
Yep.
Or whatever, hours, I guess. Whatever you want to do.
So in this particular case, this would probably take weeks. So now it's going to take...
2 less is days. Hours.
Yep, so it's going to take hours for you to
Beaut!
get this through.
Wow,
I love it.
That is amazing.
So go ahead.
Okie dokie. Do you need me to roll that?
So
for
yeah,
you?
well no, because you basically described what you're trying to do, and you made the rolls that you needed. So that goes through. However, if you do want to speak to Peaceful Hand, you're totally welcome to.
I think that's my next stop. I wanted to sort of try to get something in motion via the guild. And I think I did that.
So
Yeah.
Kana says, "Look, it's going to take me a little while to get this arranged. I need to be able to hype your fight. So, what are you thinking in terms of your timeline here?"
Make the call. I can arrange.
Okay.
But I do want the Golden Tigers as soon as possible.
That's going to take me about a day.
Okay.
I'll pass that along.
Should I come back here tomorrow then for a meeting?
It sounds like a plan. You didn't kill any of them, did you?
Did not kill any of them.
Well, that helps. That helps. Alright, it looks like we're in business. I'll meet you back here in one day. Anybody asks, you have permission right now to use the grounds as you see fit. Both of you. Just do me a favor. Try not to explode into a pillar of light while you're here until we can leverage that. I don't particularly want to attract all that much attention until it's time.
I'll do my best.
Okay. If you'll excuse me, I dropped a whole lot of coins in fear, and I'm going to collect them before they...
Go for it.
And he drops behind the desk. The woman comes back. I see servant come in here. He enjoys being in here? Kana asked him in. Yes, you did not threaten anything. Drag him in here.
It was very, What's that?
He's not a servant, he's let in here.
There
It's
we go.
fine.
What he
Yes.
said.
Very well. Is there anything else that I can do for you?
No, I am good, thanks. We'll be on our way. Bye, Kana.
Bye. Bye. So you head out?
Where
Yeah.
you going? Where you going there, Ray?
Make your little scampering noises.
I have a... You want to fight me again?
I know I signed you up for that without asking you. But I think I just bargained with someone for the first time ever.
Too happy.
Using your words, you mean?
Yeah. It's not as satisfying, but I feel really good. Wow. Yes, we're gonna fight again. Because you were holding back last time.
Yes.
And if you take it easy on me again, I'll kick your ass. Ding!
It only works once, right?
Damn it.
I understand. So, in other words, anything that I do now, I can either attempt to win, thus putting a break on your plans, or I can attempt to win and be crushed.
Just attempt to win. It's up to me to stop you.
This doesn't have anything to do with what you learned about in Blue Sky, is it?
What specifically?
Maybe I should show you.
Okay.
And he offers his elbow this time.
I'll take it.
And he starts heading towards Blue Sky. Now, before I invite you into where I've been staying, which is not the nicest place, let me first apologize for the state of the room. Let me second apologize for the state of the building. It isn't
Alright.
my intention to insult you in any way.
None taken.
After you.
I tentatively step just inside the doorway. At the ready.
Okay. When you step inside the doorway, you see that it's another kind of area where there's a high density sort of building. He walks down to a room and he opens the door and he heads inside first. The room is dark, but then he throws blinds open and light spills into the room.
You said you had something that I'd like to see?
Absolutely. And he reaches down and he pulls out a trunk from underneath his bed. The room looks like an explosion happened. There's clothes everywhere.
Huh. I can't picture that, no. 8 queen of housekeeping, no.
And he pulls out a trunk
I
and
was
he
talking
sort
about
of
my
kicks
place, not your guess.
kicks an extra pair of boots out of the way. And he opens the trunk and he pulls out, like he rummages around, and you can see that there's pouches that are all tied off with like leather thongs. And then he finds an envelope, which he pulls out and he hands to you. Now, I'm gonna let you read this, but you gotta make me a promise.
What's that?
You promise that you don't ask me where I got this letter.
Can I take a glance at what's written on the front of the envelope?
There's nothing written on the front of the envelope.
Alright. Something tells me that I'm going to want to know. But alright.
You don't have your friend here. I'm taking you on your word. He's not here to enforce it. But Betty's watching.
I'll be good.
As you open it up, it's a letter from your sister.
Oh.
It's an exact copy of the letter from your sister that you received a few sessions ago.
Yeah.
So, I can't ask you where you got it. Can I ask you if you know who wrote this?
Yes.
Who's that?
Tepid Exquisite Tide. Looks like someone's been attempting to practice their handwriting skills. And I thought maybe you should know.
Well,
Oh, shit.
Would you like this back?
It's not mine. It's not yours either, but I assume that we're just going to figure it square.
I'll dispose of it.
Now, you do whatever you see fit.
Thank you.
But I don't know why she's practicing.
No. But I don't like it.
You might want to make sure that any correspondence you receive in the future you take with about 60 grains of salt.
Oh, yes.
Now, is there anything else I can do for someone who's gifted me with a fine story this morning?
it's fine, sir.
Are you staying here
See?
for a while?
It's my home for now. While I figure out some other choices I gotta make.
You've already done me quite a favor by bringing this to my attention today. But if you wouldn't mind if I perhaps stop by in the future?
Stop by. It's not often that I get lady callers.
Not in that sense. Just a social call. Okay. Most likely it would be because I'd be asking you for help.
So what you're saying is, you want permission to be a pain in my ass.
You have the right to refuse. Either now or at a time when I can
So you
requesting
want to make my
assistance.
life difficult.
Isn't that all
Well, bring
I'd
it
be-
on. I live for this.
Thank you. And I will continue my speaking about town. I'm probably not going to be hiding in the shadows terribly often, so if you need to find me, you likely can. And if not, you can start asking about
Little
my...
lady, you don't get a story like that without knowing exactly where to find it again.
Not, you can always ask for Jorek at any part of the guild, and they'll probably have some means of getting in contact with him.
Now, if I'm going to be so helpful for you, I'm just going to have to ask you one favor. I need you to break a promise today. You can make one and break one. You can break one you've already made. But I'm going to need
Where'd you get that letter? Belle laughs.
You hear hysterical screams from across, like, as Ray and Jorek are just like,
Now, perhaps I'm not playing fair.
He puts his hand on Betty's stock.
Oh.
Now, I asked you to break a promise.
All right, I'll go break
Pretending
another
to break
one.
a promise, I can forgive if it's a promise made to me. But if you actually want to break this promise, then you are simultaneously doing as I asked and making Betty kinda cross. You understand?
I'll go break another promise.
You're a smart woman. Smart enough that you're willing to play games with me. And that's just fine. For now.
Fucking dangerous, man.
I'll see you later, honey lips.
I see myself out.
Say hi to the home wrecker for me.
Now you just need a hoe nickname.
Continue walking.
Horny bureaucrat. Alright, here we go. That's weird. I'm sorry.
Horny bureaucrat.
I'll work on
You know.
I'll go find a place to sit and ponder what promise to make and break.
it. I promise I will never die. Oh my goodness. Well, that was fun.
That's what all it is for you? Fun?
Yeah.
So, Ember takes you back to Blue Sky. And he goes back to the apartment. He opens the door. And he pulls out a saddlebag. He opens it up. And he hands you a feather from inside the saddlebag. The feather is multi-hued. It almost looks like you're staring into a prism. And as you tilt the feather, you see that the color ribbons just start shifting along it.
It's pretty. What is it?
You can call it pretty if you like, but it's not. That is my wedding present.
In case I hate it.
I received that in absentia of my wife. You have to understand, when I say that I haven't seen her since we got married, I mean I haven't seen her since we got married.
So, when we saw her, just...
That was the first time in 7 years.
That's crazy.
Yes. We fought as children. I never much cared for her. I thought she was arrogant. She didn't care for me. She thought that I was convicted. But tell someone that they're about to be married, and they can find excuses. We wrote to each other, back and forth. And I did as my mother asked. I was polite, as best I could be. She was taken by that.
So why would she follow you?
It's possible that it's because she fell in love with what I wrote. It's possible because she believes that our marriage still means something. Or it's possible that she finally wanted to get around to doing what married couples should do.
And now she's here. Somewhere.
She's nothing.
She wrecked my home.
I understand that she's powerful. But if you're able to talk down somebody in an office room with your words, perhaps you are growing in power faster than I thought you could. She's remained static this entire time. She can't grow like you can. She can't think like you can. That makes you impressive. And her worried.
She should be worried. She's in my city. She took over my home, and she threatened my friends.
Do you like me?
Do I like you? When we first met, not a single person in that arena stood up to take that girl's place and fight me, except you. And after that, you helped me and my dad. You didn't know I was solar exalted. You gave a damn before you knew I was special. You saved hundreds of people in that arena, and you bought me pork buns. So yeah, I think I like you. And I go over and kiss him.
We'll fade away from the apartments. Back to you.
Hello.
Your meeting with...
Peaceful Hand.
Now, because you've already set things in motion, and because this is going to involve Peaceful Hand to a certain degree...
Uh-oh.
I love how I can do this, and then you're just like, uh-oh.
Oh.
Trolling us.
I'm sorry.
Which cue is it going to be,
I
Scott?
don't know.
Do you want me to put on something else?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But I'm running there.
You're guided into a courtyard. There's a fountain here that's running into a box, which causes a waterfall into a pool. And sitting, just dangling her feet into the pool, is Peaceful Hand. She's wearing relatively simple clothing, belying the fact that she is one of the Council of Nine. Servants aren't even seen. She gets up out of the pool and pads along some granite, which has been laid down onto the ground, which is very hot under this sun, but she doesn't seem to care. As she walks across, you can see that the water is just evaporating off the granite quickly. She is walking quickly, I should point out. It's not like it's not affecting her. And she pours wine for you herself. Not usually done.
Mm-hmm.
And then hands you the glass. Jorek, it's been too long.
It has.
How could you forget me?
Never. First of all,
Come.
yes.
Come. And she returns back to the edge of the pool, and she just dips her feet back in. It comes up to like her mid-calf.
May I?
It's a hot day.
Take my shoes off and my boots off. My socks. my sandal. I'm just gonna put my feet in the pool. There it is. First of all, I'm honored. Thank you for seeing me.
I appreciate that you are taking the time.
Of course.
It looks like you've been busy.
There's only so much I can do in a day, but I feel like it's been very productive indeed.
How can I help you?
How could you not? You're a smart woman.
It's a very kind thing for you to say.
It's the truth, not necessarily kind. It is what it is. You're a smart woman, and I think you know that this is a very prosperous time for Nexus, and for the guild, and for you personally, and for me. Things are getting very close to changing. I think for the better.
And what tells you that the winds are shifting around us?
I used to think the winds were just... they would come and go as they pleased. Turns out, people of sufficient force are the ones drawing them. Oh my god.
Alright, I got her.
Okay, cool.
I have a cat in my lap, folks.
Yay! It turns out there are some individuals that control these winds of change. They're powerful enough to do what they want. And the world has to follow suit or be forced to change.
Can I tell you something, Jorek?
Please.
I was impressed that you managed to get to the place where you are by riding the wind. You see, it takes most people something else to get to where you are, and certainly to get above you. You can't ride the wind, you must create it. So why the change?
Like you said, I think it's inevitable. Sailboats. A sailboat can be powerful, but you are at the mercy of the wind. You can cheat it a little bit, but I hope the wind is at your back. Otherwise, you have to row.
Alright, so we've spoken in metaphor.
Mm-hmm.
Now what is it that you really want?
Exactly. Good. I'm glad we could get to the second phase so quickly. I want your influence. You speak and people listen.
It's been known to happen.
I've heard tales of the council meetings. People respect you. I will be putting a few words out very soon, words that I feel very passionately about. That we, as an organization, must ally ourselves with the new forces in Nexus.
You're speaking about the Exalted.
Some call them the anathema.
I didn't use the word anathema, Jorek.
I know.
I thought I would be polite.
I appreciate that.
So, I need to know what you want.
At the next meeting of the Council of Nine, which I know will be soon, I would like you to propose that the two known chosen of the unconquered sun here in Nexus be celebrated by the Guild
Celebrated?
as saviors of this city.
That's going to put us in direct conflict with the realm.
I don't think you've ever been too concerned about the realm.
No. Jorek,
It's asking a lot, I know.
what are these two Exalted doing with you?
I guess they recognize a good thing when they see it. You're not there.
Sure not.
I understand. All right. What's your current go?
5?
Yes, Jorek, yes.
Why is it that I get the impression that I'm not getting the entire story?
Can I know if she saw through my guile?
You can roll your own read intentions if you wish.
I'd like to react with my own read intentions.
Go ahead.
Perfect. It will... Oh no, I didn't successfully defend with guile. That's fine. I'm still gonna spend 2 and a willpower.
Sure.
I'm gonna supplement it with some double nines. Coming up! Whew! That was a lot. Sorry. What do I want to sort of get a sense? I want to try to determine her... if she has any intimacies towards the Solar Exalted.
Go ahead.
Return just to, you know, just in case there's one that's like, destroy.
Oof. That wasn't great. That wasn't great,
What
Jorek.
was your roll?
2.
Oh, Jorek.
But you also spent willpower?
I spent a willpower, but it was part of a...
Oh, part of activating a charm.
yeah.
And the things that you rolled weren't 9s, so you can't.
That makes sense. Nothing
You
happens.
did roll 1 9, didn't you?
I don't think I did.
Oh, okay.
Jorek,
Mm-hmm.
and she kicks the pond a little bit, just enough to send some ripples through it. And you can feel that every once in a while there's a fish that's just doing that, like at your toe. Not nearly enough to cause any pain, but it's a little bit like someone trying to tickle you.
Mm-hmm.
Jorek, I've been hearing a lot of stories lately. Stories about heroism. I deal in gold, precious metals, gemstones, things that rich people like, but that aren't necessarily useful. I'm not a hero, but lately I've been learning about what one is. Stories have been filtering to me. I make sure to pay a few people who aren't necessarily the most well-off in Nexus. They report to me, and they talk to me. And I know that one of your friends has been telling a lot of stories lately. Jorek, I'm a very rich woman. I'm very powerful. But I'm not a hero. Let me just ask one thing of you. Are you a hero, Jorek?
Kind of trail my hand through the pond and think about it for a second. I think a hero is something that you become.
Then do you want to be one?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Then you have my support. I won't tell anyone about you. Not yet. That's going to be up to you.
Shit.
Truth be told,
Shit.
I've been wanting to meet with you for some time, and I haven't had the opportunity. I've had Cheyenne tell me some things that maybe you may not have preferred me to know.
Ah.
But if you're here telling me that you want to start causing something in this city, then I'm ready. Just do me the honor of remembering me.
You should know. I've always considered myself a follower, a helper, a broker of deals. But now, I see myself as someone who can present Nexus and creation with the heroes that it needs. Of course I'll remember you. You've always been very kind.
I'll get started.
One last question. Where is Cheyenne?
At the moment, Cheyenne is trying to find out exactly what people think of you.
Good things, I hope.
I hope so too. But I needed to know what people really thought about the Angel of Nexus. About a pit fighter who's starting to climb. Perhaps about a weapons merchant who few know, but some might.
We'll have Cheyenne keep her ear to the ground over the next few days. I think she'll be very interested.
I trust her. Because she trusts you. I'll be seeing you soon.
I guarantee it.
Ember's very strong. And he's not shy. Not anymore. But afterwards, there's this sensation that he's taking steps for himself as well. Like he's trying to close doors in his life and open new ones. And when he brings you some fruit, insisting that you not get up, he's smiling. It looks like he hasn't smiled this much for this long in a long time.
That's very sweet.
Val, where are you headed?
I'm going to write a few letters. Has an hour passed since I first started speaking?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna gain 5, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna
gain
spend
some
7.
motes.
Then I'm gonna spend 7, so I'm gonna spend 2 additional.
Mhm.
I'm going to find a quiet place to write some letters really fast. So I use my whirling brush method to write letters in a matter of seconds. And I'm going to write a whole bunch of letters to...
They're freaking out because of a cat.
They can
Yeah.
see her. She's in the...
Oh, hey.
Yes, cat.
That's kind of amazing. Let's leave her.
To my sister, to the my foster mother, and to the people in the religious order that I belong to. I'm going to send them by different means, and they're all using letter within a letter technique, meaning that I'm basically saying someone, find a way of letting me know that you're okay. It seems like there's been trouble. I unfortunately can't trust any written communication at this point. Someone's impersonating my sister. But
Okay.
otherwise it's like, hey guys, life's great, Nexus. I'm so glad to hear that things were cured. I'm hanging out here, having fun. Life's great.
And so you get those letters sent out?
Yeah.
Where do you send the letters from?
I'm gonna ask a random shopkeep, be like, where would be a good place to send a letter east?
Well, just go down to the wharf.
Great, thank you. And then I'm gonna send one there, and at the I'm gonna wander somewhere else. I'm gonna go around town, basically spending a bit of time.
Everybody
sending
at the
letters.
wharf is just basically telling you the easiest ways to get letters to where you're going is to send them along on ships.
Yep. So I'm gonna send them on
So
different
just
ships.
different ships.
Yep. Spend some money,
Okay.
spend
Okay.
some time.
Just like that. Okay.
And then once you finish sending those,
I'm gonna, if it's getting close to sundown, then I'm gonna head back to Pork Bun Land. If it's not, then
it's getting close to there.
yeah, I'm gonna head over there.
Wow, it's really hard to see when there's a cat blocking it.
No, she usually behaves if we don't pay attention to her.
So as you start walking towards back towards Bacon Day's pork buns,
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Yeah, I need
as you
this.
start leaving the wharf, a small child runs up to you, taps you on the shoulder.
Something wrong with small children.
Hello?
Hi,
Can I help you?
are you the Angel of Nexus?
Some people have called me that. Why do you ask?
My mommy's in trouble.
Oh?
Can you help her?
What's going on?
She's not eating.
I reach out my hand towards the kid's hand. How old is the kid?
Takes it 5.
She must live close, right? Alright. Let's go.
Starts pulling you
Yeah.
Oh my god.
off. And then
this is
just
so
just a
trap.
house that's across the street from the so you're off the wharf. You're just onto the main street, and he just puts you in a house across the street, and he
Nice,
opens
this
the door.
morning.
Did someone give you money? Food?
My mother isn't eating.
Alright. Go inside.
Oh my
So you
god.
head inside.
I should do read intentions. That's what I'm trying to do through role
Alright.
playing. I forget that there's a system.
There
Remind
sure
me how
is.
to read intentions because
Don't
Val never
trust
does it.
Perception, social.
The kid's guile is 12. Oh
Perception?
Oh
no.
my god. Well, it's a child.
Socialize.
I know, right?
I got 2 dots in that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just great.
1 success.
Oh.
Typical Val.
Oh dear god.
Wow.
Oh.
Gosh, that kid's got a mom. And
Shank,
she's
shank,
Yeah,
not
shank,
eating.
yep, great. Okay.
You tried. That's all you can do.
So as you head inside,
Mm-hmm.
there's the initial sort of room. This place isn't as poor as some of the other
Okay.
areas. So there's kind of a hallway and a living room, and pulls you into the kitchen.
Mhm.
The kitchen, on the inside, you can see that there are vines, floor to ceiling, that are just wrapped around it. And they all seem to be pouring into one basin.
I kneel down to the kid.
There's no one in the basin.
I kneel down to the kid. You go. Do you have a friend that lives nearby? I think you need to go spend some time with them. It's gonna hurt. Your mom's gonna. She might.
Your mom's a cyber bitch.
It might hurt her a bit when I'm gonna heal her, and I don't want you to see that. It might need a surgery, and that's painful to watch.
Okay.
I'm a doctor. I'm gonna take care of her.
Okay. The kid just bolts out of the house.
Bye-bye, kid.
Oh my god.
Where's his mother? I say that out loud. Where's his mother? Nothing.
The same flowers that you saw previously are still floating on the surface of this basin.
If you think this is a subtle trap, you're bad. You're really bad at laying traps. I mean, you're good at getting me places, clearly, because I'm a sucker.
Sucker.
The
The unconquered sun.
rising up from the water,
Mm-hmm.
Exquisite Tide just lets the water fall off of her body, just
What do you
coursing
want?
down in rivulets. Oh, this isn't a trap.
What do you want?
She really isn't eating.
Why?
I killed her. If you could sit down for a second, I want...
Nope. I turn and leave.
Whoop.
I'm gonna go find the kid.
You turn and attempt to leave, I think. is what
Yeah,
you're saying.
well, yeah.
Oh, the terrible.
Okay. So you turn around, and the vines just... I just want to talk to you. I promise, if your friend is here, he can even sanctify it. I promise, I just want to talk to you. And then I'll let you go.
Shit.
Why did you kill her?
She said something really nasty about the changes I was making to her kitchen.
That's not very nice of you
No,
to have
it's
done
not
that.
very nice. I have very, very fine taste. She should have appreciated that I was making things better for her home.
Say what you have to say.
I know that we got off on the wrong foot. And I understand that. And I don't want you to be afraid of me. I think maybe we can work together.
To what end?
There's a bigger danger here that we have to,
What?
well, there's a sickness in Nexus. Somebody just died of it.
The woman you just killed?
No, I crushed her skull. There's a sickness that has taken hold in some of the richer areas of Nexus. And I'm worried that it might start taking over and being very bad. And I know that you are a healer, and I think maybe it would be good of us to work together to beat this sickness. You see, I have no wish to hurt you if you can help these people survive.
All right. Anything else?
It's not a natural disease.
What do you know of it?
I know that there's someone out there who was trying to help me. Trying to help me find you, and may have been a little too enthusiastic.
Oh?
Well, yes. You see, the disease is created, introduced into the population.
Huh.
I'm horrified. I would never kill so many innocents to get to you.
So, who created it?
Somebody who I once called friend.
May I have a name?
No. You see, you still think that this is a trap. And you also are very interested in opposing me, which isn't very nice.
I'm not opposing you. I'm trying to understand what this
I don't want you to
disease
hurt my
is.
friend.
Okay.
I want you to take care of the disease.
All right. And what says that your friend won't make another disease thinking that they're helping you?
I've told him not to.
But he gets to live starting to kill hundreds of people, but this woman died because she said something bad about your decoration?
I have exquisite taste.
Your name has the word exquisite in it. You must be very exquisite in all things.
She could have accepted that I was creating art in her kitchen. And
It's
she
done.
didn't. Yes, it is.
So,
But that doesn't mean...
how am I to deal with this disease if I can't speak to the person who created it?
I'm not a physician. I didn't know that that was important. I sent him away.
As in out of the city away?
I was very angry with him.
I can imagine. I would be angry too.
I could try to call him back.
That might be helpful.
And
Do
where
you-
should I send him?
Back here. I can come back, or are you not planning to stay here? Is there a place I can
Oh
meet
no,
you?
I couldn't stay here. Someone died here.
Well,
Yes, I can see how that might put you off a place. People die everywhere, though. I'm certain with Nexus having been around as long as it is, someone's probably died in every single building here.
Well, yes, but not by my hand.
Ah.
I'll send someone to come and get him and to bring him back.
What do you know of this disease, other than that it was created? What does it do to the people?
I don't bother with those sorts of details. I don't get sick.
Nor does it seem I will anymore. Yet I'm still concerned with it. Alright, and...
His name is Pearl. I'll get him back here. And you'll come too.
Yes.
You can bring your friends.
Alright. Will you hurt my friends?
Fair question.
Good question.
Then maybe I won't bring them. Since you aren't sure. I don't want to bring them. I don't want to cause conflict.
Well,
You've
I don't
reached out
want
to
to
me.
hurt you or your friends. But sometimes things happen.
Certainly. So I'd like to reduce the number of people that might say something upsetting.
If that's what you feel is best, of course, I'm willing to accommodate your
So?
particular needs.
Fantastic. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Is there anything else before I go and start trying to investigate what I can about this disease while your associate returns?
Well, it's not that serious yet. I think only
But I'd
one
like to
person's
stop
died.
it before it gets worse. If it's deadly, that's certainly something I'd like to stop before
For
it
all I know,
spreads.
maybe he had a weak immune system.
For all you know, yet you thought it important to bring to my attention. I really appreciate that.
I did.
Thank you. That was very good. That was very kind of you.
You do like my kitchen, though, don't you?
It's very nice.
What's your guile?
Val thinks it's very green and luscious. 2.
Sexy.
Yeah, green and lush. Wait, what?
I'm so glad you think so.
And he's like, oh, look at all those plants. I'm not going to pay any attention to anything else. I'm just going to look at the plants.
Shall I let you go?
Yes,
Do you have
please.
everything that you need from me?
Seems like it. Thank you.
I'm so glad. Maybe one day we could be friends.
Maybe.
Maybe sisters?
I mean, we aren't related by blood, so I don't quite know how that would work.
We could be.
Well, maybe we'll talk about it later on as a show of good faith.
Of course. Faith. I'm very good at faith.
Oh boy.
As am I.
The vines crawl away from the door. What's your limit break condition?
See
Chat.
someone suffering, unwilling or unable to help. She's dead.
Yeah, that's true.
She's not suffering.
Yep.
Yikes.
Now, if I don't go find the kid, which I'm about to go do, then I would probably be doing some limit break.
Do you promise to come back?
I promise.
I'm so glad.
I walk out the door.
And
Okay.
then break into a
So you're
run.
out the door.
Yep. I see if I can't locate the kid. I'm gonna start asking strangers if they saw a little boy.
He's playing in the street.
Oh.
It's a funny story.
I'm gonna kneel down on the ground next to him and take his hand. I'm very sorry.
Why?
Do you have a father? Where's he?
He's at work.
Where's work?
Down at the docks.
Let's go find
He's a
him.
captain.
That's very cool. Let's go find him.
So
God.
Yep.
takes you down to the docks. And there you see that there's a man who's directing people unloading a ship.
Yep.
He's dressed in relatively fine, still seaworthy clothes, and he dips his hat as you walk up.
I need to speak to you for a moment. I know you're in the middle of working, but this is extremely important.
Of course.
I turn to the child. Your mother has passed away.
Yes.
I said that to the child. And the father?
Kid's like,
Yeah.
kid does not seem.
Yeah. You said she wasn't eating.
I'm sorry, you might have the wrong person, miss. My wife's been dead for 3 years.
I turned to the boy. Then why did you say she wasn't eating?
Well, because she got brought back in the house. I thought maybe this woman could make her feel better. I buried her in my backyard, under her favorite tree.
And you said your mommy was brought back into the house? Well, unfortunately, I don't have the ability to bring back those who have passed.
Wait, are you saying that somebody disinterred my wife?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
And he stalks up to away from the ship, and he barks an order behind his back for his first officer to take over, and the kid runs after him. Comes up, just opens up the door to his house. Are you just following him this entire time?
Well, if he's walking back towards his house, then no.
Okay, yeah, so he's starting to walk back towards his house.
Wait. She
Stops.
is extremely powerful. She is
My
an
wife
exalted.
is dead.
Yes, and this woman who seems to have disinterred her is a terrestrial exalted of extreme strength, and she is probably psychotic considering the way she speaks and what she has done to your home, and I suggest that you find a new home.
I've faced the world's...
You will die. I'm not questioning your ability in anything. You will die. I had the unfortunate... I am known to some as the Angel of Nexus, and I had the unfortunate...
The Angel of Nexus? What are you talking about?
Okay, you haven't heard the silly rumors.
I've been at sea for the past
Fantastic.
year.
I'm sorry that you've come home to such distress. But this woman will kill you. I strongly encourage you to steer clear.
All right, I will.
I'm so sorry.
Am I ever going to be allowed back in my house again?
She doesn't seem to like it now that she's got a dead body in it. That's how disturbed she is. She'll probably be gone in a day or two. If you have somewhere you can stay, maybe on your ship, I
Of
suggest
course.
you do.
Of course.
I'm gonna stop by.
But you're saying that this woman dug up my wife
Yes.
and then killed her again?
I don't think she brought her back to life. Was your mommy breathing?
I didn't know
Kid? Oh no, the kid's
that
on
the
ship.
Chosen could be crazy.
Nor did I.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose any can be.
All right. Son, you ever want to see what it's like on my ship? And he starts clapping and jumps up into his father's arms.
Oh my.
You've done me a kindness.
Adventure.
I'm so sorry that this has happened to you. And
If
that
you ever
she-
need anything from me,
If you ever need anything from me, she did this apparently to get my attention.
you just find the ship the Whispered Dog.
Thank you.
Nice. Can I have sail 1 for free?
So the rest of you head back towards...
Bacon days, pork buns.
Yeah.
I'm done.
So as all of you head back towards the... as long as you head back towards Bacon Days, pork buns, as you all sort of get that sorted out. There's a lot of different kinds of Exalted out there, right?
Yeah.
you have the Solar Exalted, chosen of the unconquered sun, who have been sent away, imprisoned, had their reign torn away from them, and they're just now beginning to come back. I promise you that in the next session, you will meet another Solar Exalted. They're the Lunars, the chosen of Luna. Also, the chosen consorts, once upon a time, of the Solar Exalted. The Sidereals, of which you know very little. The dragon-blooded. But there's also another kind, one that you have encountered so far. And while they seem to have a certain healthy thought about death, they're still capable of feeling pain.
They know of heartache. They know what it's like to be struggling against the world around them, but they also know what it's like to experience physical pain. And while the three of you have had a very important day, a new day, for one abyssal, somewhere nearby, she's experiencing more pain now than she ever has in her entire life, or unlife. And I think we'll end the session there.
Whoa.
Ah. I like Aragorn's summary of what happened. Ray, I made a deal and had sexy fun times with Ember. Jorek, I met with a guild leader and sharpened my pencils. Valeria, I have no idea what just happened. Exquisite Tide is fucked up.
Yep.
Exquisite Titus.
Fucked up. Ah. Oh, Jerk Squad. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving into John's fancy corner, as it were, so make sure that you don't go away. It is up to the chat to determine how much bonus experience that these guys get at the end of their story that they had up to the beginning of this session, as well as earning their solar experience for this session. We're also going to have questions for you, the next hashtag guest, and questions for us from you coming up. We're just going to give people a chance to refill their beverages of choice.
It's Fitty Dirge and the Funeral
And the Funeral Four.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of a different session, guys.
Yes, it was. I think we got into a different side of Exalted, and I think it was both silly and disconcerting, which is fun. Like, we played some extremes,
Super cool.
so that's good. Yes, and Aragorn had some additional agenda items. I think she wanted some clarification on things as well.
Well, we'll get to your additional agenda items
She who
right
will
after we
soon-
deal with
Oh, yes,
your
okay.
experience. So we're
Oh,
going to deal
boy.
first with the players. Players, I
Yeah.
need to know what you learned today. That might be different. Something that you didn't know before the start of the session that you do know now. It can either be you yourselves as players, or it can be your characters. We're going to start today with Scott.
Jorek likes the feeling of taking action, but is still trying to find his place in dealing with other people and not lording over them. Done.
All right.
Just gonna quickly.
Ray learned that you can solve not one, but two encounters using your words. And not just
Whoa.
threatening words.
Yeah.
She learned that she's able to do that, which is pretty cool.
What is Bunny Challenge?
He
Every
had
so often,
given us
Crosshair gives us
secret
like individual challenges.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know, but maybe I didn't get a challenge this time.
Oh, I don't know what. That
That-
could
some
be
of
an
them might
old
be
challenge.
old.
Some of
Yeah.
it is ones
Yeah.
that you've forgotten about, and then Crosshair's like, no, you succeeded. And I'm like, oh yeah. It's a fun surprise.
Good thing I don't care about challenges. I didn't
okay.
care. No, I care about challenges, but I'm not going to change the way I
Yeah,
do things
yeah, yeah.
just to fill one. What about you?
Val learned that she really can't not help. Like, she I think after what happened in the forest, she thought that she might be able to not walk into an obvious trap again. But no.
It is good to know that you can still walk into those things, but she was telling the truth. She just wanted to talk.
Yeah? To Val's thank. To
Yeah.
Val's thank. That's not a sentence.
I'll allow it.
Val's appreciation.
That's
But,
pretty good.
yeah.
Chat. for them to earn their solar experience, normally I'm asking you questions about these guys, but instead I'm going to ask a question about two NPCs.
Ooh.
I need to know your thoughts on Entropy and on Exquisite Tide.
Oh, boy.
They love Exquisite Tide.
Well, maybe
Tell you
they
that
do.
right now.
Well, crazy and crazier.
I kind of
That's what I'm
like,
going.
I gotta say, that when I'm looking at John, I really can't see chat. It helps me, like, totally focus in. And not be like, oh, do people like it? Like, no, who cares? In that moment, I need to focus on the game.
I think I satisfied 2 hashtag guest lines that were given to me this time.
Ooh. I don't think I noticed any, like, out of place lines, so kudos. Oh, Ella, don't. Okay. Just don't.
And I've got cats surrounding me.
Meow. Okay.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Cuckoo.
That's hilarious, because my brother had Cocoa Puffs, like a little box of them from his camping trip.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They got one of those sample packs.
Oh, the variety
Cuckoo
packs?
for
yeah,
Cocoa
the little
Puff.
tiny ones that are great when you're camping.
I have
Just
very
tiny-
fond memories of those because I'd go and visit my grandmother.
Yeah.
And if I stayed overnight, she would always have that, like, 8-pack of, like, there's, like, some corn pops and Fruit
Yeah,
Loops.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
I'd
Take those camping. Those
Yeah.
are good.
Captain Crunch. Mm.
Oh, you know what was not good?
Oh.
That honey crisp, golden crisp. Is that shit
Oh,
called?
I
You know what I'm
love
talking about with the
Sugar
bear?
Golden Grams.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, you know what I'm
Can you
talking
get enough of that sugar cream?
Yes.
yeah, that was
You know what's
terrible.
good? Cinnamon Toast Crunch was delicious.
That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
boss. All right, enough.
Oh, sorry.
Enough
Okay.
cereals.
That's fine, Mr. Rich. Not everybody has to like everything.
Except us. We need you to like us at all times. No, I'm just kidding. Yep. Oh, Floof wants to be in the game.
That's okay. She's allowed to be.
Welcome to John's hashtag.
Admittedly,
fancy
Val didn't do a whole ton of digging into Entropy, but she wasn't necessarily supposed to, so that's not a failure on her part.
So you say you're the chosen of Discord? Mm-hmm. Okay then.
Couple spats ago. with
I
her.
do love the idea that he and his gun have spats.
Little fights.
Exquisite Tide is a special kind of crazy, like River Tam, and I'm always worried what's going to happen when she shows up. Entropy can't be trusted, and that's why you can trust him to be untrustworthy. Thanks, Captain Daff.
Play with words.
Robert Wall thinks that Entropy is a great NPC to have. He's a wild card, and that's going to be good for story, as long as they make sense anytime they're on screen. Well, we'll see if he makes sense. That's a bit of a different question. Aragwen totally called
It's true,
her
she did.
intimacy.
Yeah.
She did.
Exquisite Tide has motivations closer to a demon's than a human's. Maybe that's true, pun expected. Maybe that's true. But I'll say that earns you your solar experience. You'll get your
Yay!
full allotment for that.
Thank you,
However,
sir.
I am going to also grant you a number of experience points based on completing your previous story. So, chat, how much experience should they get for completing the story? Now, how much experience do you normally earn in a session?
5 regular.
5 regular and 4 solar.
So they're getting quite a bit of experience so far. So let me know what you guys think is fair to give them their experience for completing a story,
Oh my god.
which I know is not in the rules, but thankfully I get to make my own rules.
you too. Everyone stop.
I really just don't want her to jump on the power switch that's down there. 1 million XP.
Real
Thanks,
Brick
guys.
Wall knows what's up.
Yay.
10.
E. 2 point whatever.
So 2.8. Somewhere in there.
5.
10 factorial. Aragwen, I'm not giving them 10 factorial.
Factorial.
No, I think she meant like 5
5.
each.
5
I
each.
know. That's funny. Okay.
But 10 factorial is funnier. 7 for the number of incarnate, plus 5 for completing the story. 20, 2
Oh.
charms worth.
Why not a bonus charm
Uh,
based on most used skill, which would essentially
Interesting.
be 8,
So
I
now they're
guess?
trying to bargain to give you some additional
Oh,
things.
giving a
Maybe
cool
it's a charm of my choice that I'll give you.
That's
Oh.
interesting.
There
So I
like
actually like
that
that
idea,
idea. So
actually,
you
a
know
lot.
what? I'm going to throw that out here, guys. In the chat, you now have guest charm. Hashtag guest charm. It must be a charm that's in the book, and it must be a charm that the characters can take based on their existing charm trees. I want you guys to help me pick one charm for each of these 3
Whoa.
for completing the story. Now, it has to be a charm that I can justify giving to them. So don't just try to give them something that's super powerful just because it happens to be the next thing in their charm list. But I definitely want something that would be interesting, something that'll make them think, and something that they might have the opportunity to use in the future. So you're going to do that by sending on Twitter, using the hashtag guestcharm and the hashtag ExaltTwitch, that charm to me, along with any justification. You can find me at John Verrill. You can see that below, and you can also follow the rest of us on Twitter. That's also in the rest of our... Hello, Cat. Also, you can see the rest of our Twitter handles on the screen. So that is your hashtag guest for today, which I'm pleased
And sorry to people who
be able
don't
to give that.
have the book. If you don't have access to the PDF or the core book,
Get
Available
it.
for purchase on
yes,
DriveThruRPG.com.
absolutely. And if you really, if you really can't afford it right now, just tweet at us and tell us what kind of charm you had in mind,
Maybe
and
what
maybe we'll
ability.
be able to figure it out.
Well, you
exactly.
Can,
so
you can
we'll
look at our
work
character
together.
sheets online, and I mean they're pretty descriptive. I mean, presence is being super present. Ride is riding a horse. Socializing, right? So you can be like, oh, I think that Ray should get a socialized charm because she was socializing today, or whatever.
You don't have to send the tweets to me directly. You can just use the hashtag ExaltTwitch and guest charm, because that way the players will be able to see it
Yeah,
too.
and you can also email the exaltwitch@gmail.com.
Absolutely.
I'll make
Captain
sure
Daff,
I'm
we're going to
up-to-date.
love to see if what kind of recap you can give us, but I'm going to also let people know that if you guys have your own recap you want to send us, please do so. Just send it as an audio file to exaltwitch@gmail.com. Please make sure that it is around 1 minute long. We can't go longer than that. And if we like it, then it just might get played.
Accurate,
Awesome.
Erwin.
I'm very excited. about this. Make sure
Krister,
I'm updated.
Krister, for people who don't know, Krister is currently working on Changeling C20, which means that he's like the coolest guy in my universe. But he's definitely someone who you might want to follow on Twitter. Krister, if you want to put your Twitter handle, throw that in there. I'm also going to take the opportunity to remind people that Ira Gwen, she who knows 10,000 things, has been doing an amazing job as our mod. Hello. So we'll see what we can get with that. It also looks like we didn't have any technical difficulties today.
Yay!
And Ray used ride. Yay!
Wait.
What?
Oh.
Yay!
Right.
I got you, girl.
Who are you referring to?
Right, she's somewhere
Oh.
in the ether.
Up there?
At Registrad. So yeah, follow Krister. Definitely some interesting things going on there. We survived our first troll attack, which also helps.
Yeah,
Special
I'd
thanks
say
to
that was
your-
our like technical difficulty, was just having to stop and be like, okay, one of these people sent an SWF. It's probably something malicious. So since 3 people showed up all together, die.
I think it's pretty fair to say that if you want to post a link in the chat, make yourself known without a link first.
Yeah.
And then when we know you and we're on better terms, then
Sound was excellent the whole session
Send us a
for
gift.
Krister too. So that also
Episode.
helps.
It's just gonna be like
Captain Daff
Gift after gift.
has been instrumental in assisting us with our sound, and it's your donations that help us keep going. Thank you so much, especially to Krister, who donated earlier.
Yay.
It's donations that help us keep going, and they're all very appreciated. But mostly what we need from you guys is your presence here. Either it's in the chats, or it might be in our YouTube comments, because this episode will be going up on YouTube. Or it could be the... I just realized we did not record this. We're going to have to just
Yep.
VOD it straight up.
Yep.
Wah,
We're gonna export it like we did last time.
wah,
we
wah.
can do right away.
That's my fault.
Yeah.
It's all good. It happens, yo.
Way to go, me! But it will go up on
Way to go.
on YouTube,
YouTube.
so don't you worry. Good thing we didn't have any breaks,
Yep.
Yeah.
or we just have to download them.
Yeah.
So what we need from you guys, your presence, either in here, in the chat here, in YouTube comments, on Twitter. Send us emails. We love hearing from you. And hey, if you tell other people about us, that'd be awesome too. We haven't really been, pushing very hard on Reddit ourselves, because I'm always nervous about just self-promotion on Reddit. But I know that there are some people out there who are doing so, and we really appreciate that. Mostly, we just want to, we want to spread the word about this awesome game.
Yeah.
So, she who knows 10,000 things. What are the agenda points that I'm missing here on John's Fancy Corner? Because I would certainly like to
make sure those are.
Make sure those get covered.
RPG Emerald Samurai. We have a party to go to. We're all in a party.
Yeah. Plus, we've got all this wine to drink.
Yes.
I've got a leveling up party to go to. Oh wait, I've already spent my XP.
Oh, that's great to hear, Krister.
Yeah, that is
awesome.
really cool. I mean, you guys were using a bit more kind of read intentions here, but you haven't quite. I mean, you used your inspire actions, and that is having a ripple effect, as you did notice later on, as it's been reaching at least some people in the Council of Nine. But that's what happens when you get like 8 successes when you tell stories. So, so we apparently have a new official
Metaphoric?
hashtag Jorek.
I like it.
Jorek
Metaphoric.
Hashtag metaphoric. I love it.
I'm waiting for hashtag metaphorect at
Oh,
some point,
boy.
which will be
there you go.
fantastic. Well, we'll.
We're almost done, Kung Fu Fenris. Don't you worry.
Right.
So that's agenda item 1. Thank you very much for that. So we have hashtag metaphorec. And yeah, and if somebody gets metaphor-wrecked, then we'll look forward to that too.
Somebody got Jorek a few sessions ago. I remember that. That was
Yeah,
amazing.
Well. Where's Jakey?
Yeah.
Smash cut to him.
We
He's
just-
just lying in his.
I
Crosshair,
think
we've
what
had
Ember
odd
was-
people showing up. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just speaking to Aragorn's question. I was confused too, and then he elaborated to say that they fought together as children. So I think he's known her more than 7 years, and then they've been married for 3.
Yeah, I think they were
That's-
just married by some official documents
Yeah.
or something, rather than actually like being
Yeah.
together and consummating.
So they've been married for 3 years, but they haven't seen each other since they got married.
Since before they got married.
Well, since
'Cause he
before they
said
got married.
It's
Yes.
been, yeah.
However, they have known each other for quite some time. The Crosshair, we've had some people kind of come in and like they seem like they might be trolls, but then it turns out they're not. So I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but like I admit that like my guard was up right away, especially because someone's like, "Hey, can I do this thing?" and I've never seen them before. But you're right; we should probably just err on the side of caution.
Well, yeah, it's like it's weird when people show up and the first thing they post is a link, or the first thing they want to post is a link. I'm like, dudes, come on.
Well,
say hi.
well, that's it. Like, if
You
I'm
know?
at the grocery store and I'm like, oh, thank you. Could you, I'd like to buy this bread, please? And they're like, they could say hi, or they could be like, would you like to see a photo of my cat?
Check this out. It's my cat.
It's not a human. Like, it's not human.
Even if it was
So
his
Aragorn
cat.
asks, if
yeah.
the PCs could have a second supernal ability, what would it be? So I'm asking all of you to just think of it, and we're all going to say it at once.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, hold
Wait.
on. Give me
So
some
look at your
seconds.
sheet.
Because there's one that I would have chosen when I first started.
First of
but
all, just tell people what your current supernal ability is. For
Brawl.
integrity.
Socialize.
those- All right, so now have a look. Have you guys figured it out?
I think
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to count down from 3. 3, 2, 1.
so. Awareness.
Bureaucracy.
Awareness, presence, bureaucracy.
Liquid
Yeah.
cooling.
Meanwhile,
Stop.
all of my NPCs are supernal and ride.
Yeah.
Sorry. Should have think on that.
And what's the 4th agenda item, Aragorn? The difficulty, Crosshair, is that in order for me to deal with them, like Aragorn was working on it as well, but in order for me to deal with them, I just wanted to make sure that I stopped the game, dealt with it, and then went back.
It's true, because there's nothing worse than being distracted. Like, the chat is quite prominently displayed, which is awesome, but when you're in the middle of, like, it was, Val and Entropy chatting, and we wanted them to be able to chat,
Yeah.
and then there's stuff going on up to the side, and you're like, you guys aren't getting the full.
See,
RPG
Miss Rich, it would have been medicine, except I can't because it's not an ability that I can have as supernal as a zenith. So it's favored, but it's not cast.
Aragorn asks, did the Circle do anything interesting during their 2 to 3 days of downtime?
Healed my willpower. and
Mostly they
my
rested,
health.
I think.
Yeah, because I know I said I was fine, but Ray still had like 5 points of lethal damage from that Gormal.
Wrote
So
some speeches.
yeah, it's
Summer
very
Blaze
nice.
still hasn't defeated Ray's father in Jot.
Yeah.
Ray's father continues to be secretive, writing things on
Well,
that
that's it.
pretty
And
piece
so
of paper.
I'll be releasing Jorek's standalone film noir miniseries about how he investigated Ray's father for like crime lording.
So the Crosshair says that he wouldn't be the agent of Discord if he didn't ask. What would the players want me to do better or fix, etc.?
I'm happy with how it's going.
I
I think.
I think.
Yeah, no, totally. I think my only things are sort of more on the technical side. Like, you were significantly distracted having to deal with things like chat, and every
Yeah.
now and then you're tabbing to other things. So you were distracted, and your slight distraction became more distracting to me.
Well,
So,
And us too.
my
But
preference
that's
would be
also-
to have a screen that you guys couldn't see, but we
Yeah,
can't do that.
yeah. Well, no, we
Yet.
can move it, but then I'd want to see chat as well.
Google
So
Glass.
yeah.
I'm just.
How much rest did Ray and Ember really get during those 3 days?
Oh, Ella.
The reason I didn't have her roll that Mistrich is because there wasn't any confirmation that she'd actually done something to somebody. Now I guess you know why. But it is good that people are checking up on that. I appreciate it. And if any of my players say something that I don't like, I can always just sort of like guide them away
Oh
from
my
it.
god. I'm good.
I can always just do that.
Wait, I want to try to grab. Oh,
Too late.
damn it.
That's pretty good, actually.
Oh no!
Well, that was fun. Oh my god, Kate! Kate
my
got
God.
crushed to death, I think.
What just
Yeah.
happened? We're in a time loop? Guys, we're in a time loop. We're possessed. There's ghosts. Oh, wait, that's the other game.
Perfect. Yes, Aragorn. You know me so well.
Miss Church wants to see someone limit break.
It's coming.
It's coming because here's one thing that I will promise: the limits aren't increasing that high, but when they do limit, it's not going to be pretty at all.
John will not hold back.
Limits.
But I feel
will
like limit
break.
break is something that happens like once or twice in a game per character, but it's something that's rare because it's so epic. I wouldn't want us to limit break every 3 sessions.
Well, it depends on the kind of game you're running.
I guess
Because if
so.
you're running something that's very high octane, then it might do that. But we shall see.
Yeah.
Oh,
She is
bye bye.
the worst.
Oh, no, we're good.
Yes.
But I feel like this is a good position for us to show what's going to be happening coming up. Tomorrow, we have no stream.
I'm possibly going to stream some
Yay!
stuff. I don't know about you, if you're, no, in the afternoon or evening. We'll see. Probably evening.
Bye bye.
Maybe
Yeah, go
usual
for
ExalTwitch time.
You
So
may
we'll
as
see.
well.
Yep.
Monday, looks like somebody might have a case.
Of the Mondays. Yeah, we're gonna continue with Chief Inspector Striker and
Sexter?
yeah, Chief
said
and
Sexter.
Sexter Striker. Well, now that's canon. Thanks a lot, Liz.
On Tuesday, we might be looking forward to seeing some action from the Cooligan.
It's the
and
screen
It's stream.
Sorry.
What are you guys playing?
We are gonna try to finish Outlast.
I love it.
Is Sean joining or do
I
you think he's able
don't
to?
believe so.
Cool.
We'll probably
Kelvin.
jump in another time.
Wednesday, we're going to be looking at another RPG clinic. That's for me on this channel, typically around 4 p.m. EDT, although lately I've been doing it a bit earlier. We'll see.
That's
Thursdays, are we going to be catching up on
Catch
some
up, Kate. I'm possibly going to finish Bioshock. I'm hoping to. That way I can get out of FPS nausea land. At which point I will figure out what my next game will be afterwards.
I have some ideas, because we were talking
Yeah.
about this, and I really like what she might be coming up with, so
I've just got to see if my computer can handle it. and
that'll
not
be exciting.
slideshow.
Oh,
Wowzers.
Oh, God. Why?
Why?
Friday,
Friday is Punchy. I'm gonna keep playing Punch Club because I have to avenge Fluffy.
Yeah, did you hear about this? This is
my God.
insanity. I just heard about
I
this.
haven't uploaded to my YouTube,
Oh,
so I don't want to go
Jesus.
into details.
Excuse
But
us.
Friday was traumatic, and some things need to be taken care of.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. And then Saturday, you're not available for Oxenfree, right?
We'll see. We'll figure
If
out
you're
for
not,
sure.
I'll play Stardew. So
Yeah.
something's gonna happen at 3
Yeah.
o'clock.
Yeah.
and then on Sunday,
Yeah.
Promise I'll be right back.
ExalTwitch again!
and then on Sunday you'll see us for ExalTwitch again. I'm just kind of curious. Today we didn't have any significant combat. We mostly had
Yeah.
people getting things done. I mean, some
Yeah.
people have said that they've enjoyed today's session, but
Yeah.
curious what the chat is thinking, so you can throw that in there while we're waiting for Scott to return. And if you have any other questions for us, for our fancy corner,
Yeah, the cat did do a dramatic regression. Oh my god. It's true, we didn't do too many mechanics. I probably could have broke out bargaining, but it
mechanics.
turned out to not be necessary.
But like, I know.
Sometimes role-playing just takes the place of the mechanics, and I think that that should be fine too. And I was listening, actually, you guys should check this out, Swallows of the South. So this is a podcast, and it is Exalted 3rd Edition, and they have their own campaign, but what I do is I download it, and I've been listening to it on my iPod, so it's really cool. I'd recommend checking it out. Swallows of the South. But recently they did an interview with John Merck and Holden Shearer. So
The two developers of
Exalted 3rd Edition, and you can listen to what they have to say. And the thing, well, there were a couple of things that they said. One thing was that the social combat system was heavily inspired by the Tutors, and I'm a huge fan of the Tutors. I've got all the DVDs up there, so that was awesome. And the second thing that they said was, they were like, we want the individual groups and the individual storytellers and we want everybody's creativity to take priority over the rules and over the system, you know? So if you have the impulse to have a charm or to have a certain like weapon or artifact, and the game, you're like, oh, but this rule doesn't allow for it. They were like, screw the rule, you know? Like, go with where your creativity is taking you. And I thought that was super cool. Thank you, Bad Mech, for bringing that up.
Apologies.
So the Crosshair asks what I thought of the session. I mean, my basis on how sessions go typically come down to whether I had fun and whether my players had fun. And then, of course, for ExalTwitch, it also comes down to whether the chat had fun. If it looks like all of us did, then for me, it worked out. It's honestly kind of as simple as that. It wasn't a very, like, big session in terms of action or excitement, but I feel like we had some good reveals, which work for me, and that's always fun. So, you know.
Glad you got to chat with one of the people we're supposed to be protecting for the next one.
She seems good. She's dead. What?
Oh, no!
Son of a...
She heals over from the Great Contagion.
Well. So, yeah.
But
Sorry.
I'm going to say that it's been a pleasure to be spending all this time with you.
Thank you.
I'm going to throw that one last shout out to Iragwen, she who knows 10,000 things, for assisting us for today's chat, really helping, and that's always appreciated. Appreciated again for all of our regulars showing up to come watch us play, and anyone who's new, I hope that you want to stick around. This episode will be going up on YouTube soon, but until then, you can catch us on our individual streams. You can talk to us over Twitter using the hashtag ExalTwitch. You can send us email at exaltwitch@gmail.com.
And exaltwitch.com for all your needs.
Go and visit our
Character.
website. Fan art, fan fiction, it's there. If you guys give us
So
permission to
much
throw it
content.
up there, we will.
Yeah.
And trust us, we love seeing it. But until then, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. And we'll see you later.
Yeah.